We are the ones who don't know what we're fighting for. Give us a gun and send us all off to war. We are the ones who grow up in violent homes. We are the ones who don't know what's right or wrong. I know. We are the ones who are born into war. We are the ones who just don't give a fuck no more. No more. We are the ones who don't know why we're losing score. Give them a badge so they can send us to the morgue. We are the ones who are scared to walk outside God. We are the ones who don't know what we're dying for. I know. We are the ones who are born into war. We are the ones who just don't give a fuck now. We are the ones who are born into war. We are the ones who just don't give a fuck no more. No. Get off this fucking ass! Love that makes you know. Yeah, fucking praise! Love that makes you know. We are the ones who are born into war. We are the ones who just don't give a fuck now. We are the ones who are born into war. We are the ones who just don't give a fuck no more.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Because they can hear us. Hello, everybody. How you doing? Recipe's trying to save, so hopefully, because I just made it public. Dave has 3, I think, tonight.
2.
And is it just 2?
Yeah.
What do we got?
I didn't put an AAFL on a recipe, a tribute to Jimmy Buffett.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, yeah, that's a big loss. Margaritaville. So yeah, it's we've lost a lot of people this year. We really have. Again, it's frustrating. But no, I see what it is. It wasn't just you. Echo Dub has 2 as well. So this is going to be a good one. Now, I went a little weird here. Went outside my normal comfort zone for mine. You guys will see what I did. It's just a little bit different on purpose because I want to try and get that rough cowboy, like, Western atmosphere type thing out of it, but still have it really good. So it's hopefully I balanced it. Hopefully. So how is everybody doing in chat? Let's see who we got. We got Dusty Country Road here early. Before Dave, because Dave was busy, but yes, someone beat you, Dave, for once.
Yeah.
Lady Liberty. Sean Ryan, hello. Echo Dub, yep. 2 recipes there I got pulled up for you. Dusty Country Road, good to see you. Let's see, Rocky Tooney, yep, got yours pulled up. Because your mamas make margaritas, yep. And then, yeah, so that's all we have talking in chat so far, but that's I think. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just going to be a good, simple day. It was. I had planned on dressing up more, but I had to work and just got out of work. I'm just exhausted. I think everybody's been kind of running on fumes this weekend by the looks of things. How are you doing, Dave?
Well, I'm okay. I'm just a little. Turns out I wasn't late for the live stream.
Nope.
I thought it was going to be. I had to go pick up my wife at the bus terminal. Her sister dropped her off on the way into town. So it's right, not far from here, but you never know with traffic and lights and stuff. So, but here I am.
How are the parents doing? Your in-laws?
Good. The father's sleeping a lot, but the mother's bounced back quite a bit.
They're both home?
They're both home. They're retrofitting the house, so he'll have an easier time of it.
That's good to hear. Sorry to hear about your wife's situation, and it's family. Even if you don't get along, it's still family. Yeah. I don't know what the situation is, but no matter what, family's family. So that's before I'm shaking it. I'm going to start shaking this early so it'll be mixed up by the time I get to it.
Damn it, Rocky.
What?
Yeah.
I have my cowboy hat on, but nothing else.
Rocky really got in on this thing. We need to get Rocky in here then. Pants are optional on YouTube, Rocky. Hey, Swaggy. Speaking of Swaggy, did say in chat just before the show that the site might be down. He's doing some price changing. So keep an eye out on that when that comes back up. There might not be a chance to get any discounts today, but there will be price changes as well. So and size changes. He's doing a lot of work on the site. I don't know if he's going live with the loose leaf tea yet, but I can't wait for that either. Loose leaf tea is coming soon, if it's not there already. I've just tried the one, but it's the same as the tea, and we have the flavorings, and I actually really love those teas. So, yeah. Pantless for the win. That's a good one, Daniel. Pantless. Oh, God, Daniel, you know as well as I do. You're thinking about Sam and the after show that one night. We both are. We have seen more of our co-host than we care to admit. But we're admitting it anyway. But nah, it's all good. Didn't realize his camera was still on. So, it's going to be a fun day. Man, I don't know. This should, in theory, I got in my head that this is going to taste good. But at the same time, I look at it and I go, I don't know.
I feel you there, Echo Dub. I did a deep spring clean in the fall on the fridge today while Tim was at work, and I just busted ass all day long while he was gone. After he only let me sleep for 4 hours.
I only slept for 2 or 3. So, yeah, I'm going to have to. I know this isn't going to work. Is it? Of course it's not. I'll fix it. There we go. All right, so we got Cowboy Crumble by Rocky Tooney. Here we got.
We have a black screen.
Yes, but you shouldn't have in a few seconds.
Okay.
There it goes.
Butter pecan. You know what, Rocky? I love this. I almost went with butter pecan. I was right there on the thought of this. So I love it when I don't do something, and Dave did it last time to me. I thought about it, but didn't go for something, and someone else did. It makes me happy. Butter pecan flavor west at 2. Chocolate Deutsch. Flavora 1. Cookie crumble from Cap at 2. Creamy vanilla from Cap at 0.5. And shortbread cookies Wonder Flavors at 1.5. And sweetener sucrose from Flavor West at 0.5. See, I was thinking of doing something with like butter pecan and chocolate, but I didn't want to do a pie. So you did cowboy cookies. Now that sounds like a great idea. Soft and chewy cookie that's unapologetically loaded with to the max with mix-ins. This sweet buttery coconut pecan chocolate flecked treat is sure to satisfy those cookie cravings. This pretty doggone tasty. This is pretty doggone tasty if I say so myself. Let's welcome Cowboy Crumble cookies to a yeehaw. Oh God, yeehaw! Yeah, I had the bibs when I was a kid. And then a link for the show, and that's Dave. That looks like something you might actually probably enjoy, like the
Yeah, I was
real
thinking
thing.
I'll mix that up.
I was thinking like the real
Real thing,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, that
Mm.
That
looks
looks like
delicious.
those gourmet cookies you buy at wherever little boutique shops, you know.
It really does. It looks
Mm.
delicious. That one looks good, Rocky. Looks really good. I can make it. It's a lot of collecting of flavors, but I'm really tempted. One of us has to, Dave, at some point because that looks really tasty.
I mean, if you had to let me get more sleep last night, I might be more willing to help you dig out flavors, but yeah, fuck that.
Site will be live on Monday. No more 15 milliliter leakers. Raws will be starting at $5.99 for 30 mil. OG will be $3.99 for 30 mil. Labor Day sale will be live on Monday as well. There you go. So
Nice.
yeah, so there you go. Like Dave, no more 15 mils. I know you've been struggling with them too, and honestly, it sucks. He just hasn't had any luck with those with the 15s because the
It
30s that
happens.
I had seldom, if ever, have any leaking issues with the
No, I've never
30s.
had a leaking issue with his 30 ml bottles.
I get this weirdness like with like the his sweetener. It'll kind of like get in the cap, but not really
Okay.
leak. But I think that's just it sticks, sticks in the little nozzle part is all. But
Holy crap.
hey, Fitty, what's up, Linda Marie? Linda has wheels now. That makes me feel so good. Unfortunately, Liberty. I think she said Liberty wasn't feeling so well today. So
Oh,
her horse. So yeah, well wishes out there to the horse because honestly, pets mean everything. She hasn't been able to see her much lately, and then that happening, just no, no. And yeah, hopefully the construction vehicles don't come up through too much. For some reason, they decide on a Saturday night that they're going to work on the bridge again. I think they're pouring concrete for my dam actually. So we'll see.
and yet they haven't been out there all day while you were gone. They wait until, time for you to be live.
Yep. Just before live, I heard this banging and beeping sound. I couldn't figure out what was going on. Weird. So we got a Gunslinger Coffee Break from Echo Dub. And yeah, this is more like where I went. Oh, I like it. Yep, I almost went with Brazilian coffee. That's funny. Brazilian coffee wonder flavors at 0.3. Brown sugar TPA at 0.3. Two things. Yeah, okay, you're doing good here. Coffee milk froth VTA at 1.5. Espresso VSO at 1.2. Kentucky bourbon TPA at 1. Milk and honey flavor at 0.3. Sweet and smoky tobacco flavor at 0.3. Tobacco cocktail in Awera at zero point 0.3. I don't have that. I'm curious on that one. Really curious, Echo Dub. And the Tyrone Nougat FA at zero point 0.3. See, that's a thicker version. Like was it Wonder Flavors came out the Nougat, right? As well. Is that the one? It's a little bit thinner, but yet it's more like a nougat. But this one's the one that's really nice and thick. This strong drink for the old cowboy days just had a gunfight with the outlaws in the desert. Coffee meets tobacco, it meets bourbon, and some other things. I don't know what makes you a sheriff, if that makes you a sheriff or not, but I'm sure they would have been vaping in the old Wild West. If they had been vaping in old Wild West, they'd love this. As you can see, I build my main profile at a lesser known Inawera and some Flavora. The coffee is stronger, but not overpowering to balance it all. I use milky additives, and I can't click it. AJ Lee, tear my Stillhouse down. Okay, yes, I do recognize this. So yeah, some music there to listen to. So I definitely have to show. I'll be listening to music again as usual. And I like this. This is similar. You did a very similar thing, Echo Dub, to what I did tonight. You actually went a little above and beyond what I did. But you wait until you see. I mean, this is eerily like a similar thought process. I love that. So, yeah, we'll go to the other one in a second. But how is everybody doing in chat, by the way? It's getting to be fall time. I know the weather season's changing, making sure everybody's doing okay. Sometimes seasonal affective disorder can already start kicking in at even now. So, if you ever need to talk, say something. Steve-O, good to see you. Oh, I agree, Daniel. The FA bottles, I hate them things. Even when they work, they don't work. And the first time you open them, those stupid little squeezy top bottles. I hate them things.
Oh, I've never had any of those.
I don't have any.
They're kind of like flip tops, eh?
Yeah, they're flip toppies, but they're flat.
No.
But they're flat, which also when you're trying to empty the bottle at the end, you can't get all the liquid out because it's a flat surface. I don't like them.
All my flavor art are 30 mLs or 60 ml. With the normal nipple and cap and all that.
Yeah, when we got I had a few anyways, but when we got the ones for that last big release, they were all like that, and it's just I don't like those bottles. It's like squeezing concrete. It comes out, and then they're the ones that you squeeze, doesn't come out, and then you have all over your desk, or you have too much. Yeah, they're not. The bottles suck. 100%, Daniel. Good call. I'm not getting 30 mils of pine, David. Yeah, that's a good call, Daniel. I like pine tea, though. Okay, so I'll be honest. If Wonder Flavors comes out pine tea, you can probably blame me because I have been bugging for it. Real pine tea. Swaggy has pine. I've made a pine tea with his pine and what was it, the citrus green tea? It was pretty good. But yeah, when you grow up, you get used to things like that. And I grew up near the border, so a lot of those weird things they have in Canada. Yeah, I understand them. Like Dave talks about some weird foods every now and then, and I'm like, I've had that. And other people are like, what are you talking about? That's what it is. Oh, by the way, Bull City's sale is going on. I don't remember the code, but the emails went out. I'll get it a little bit later here. But yeah,
15%.
15% off for Labor Days. There it is. Thank you, Daniel. Yeah. Pine needle tea. Exactly. Pine needle tea. Like you get when I was growing up, my grandmother used to make it when we were sick. It really is good for you when you're sick. It's got all the citrus and the nutrients and vitamins you need when you're sick. Here we go. We got chest hair lemonade. I find this hilarious. Chest hair lemonade, AFL from Echo Dub. So we got Cactus in Awera. There you go, Daniel. At 0.3. Country Apple Perillum at 3. Hibiscus from Cap at 1. Lemongrass Flavora at 0.5. Sorry, I'm reading it a little bit slow. I'm trying to think these flavors in my head. Lemonade Clear VTA at 1. Pink Guava Flavora at 0.75. So it's going to have a little bit of the Pink Guava Funk. I have that lemongrass, but I don't really know it very well. Hibiscus and Cap's nice. It's going to be a little weird with those, but interesting. So, ay caramba, if you're hard enough to have chest hair like a cowboy in the old Wild West, you're going to love this chest haired lemonade. Needs sweetener. Choose your own percentage. George Strait, all Maxes live in Texas. Oh yeah, that is you can't get much more country than that. I knew Daniel was going to say that. As soon as I saw the 0.3, I'm like, Daniel probably would have pushed it to 1, maybe 1.5. Chest hair lemonade. What an interesting name. Then we're up to Dave's or mine. Which one do you want to do first, Dave?
It's up to you. Pull up one of mine. I'll read it once it's up.
Okay. Got the Dr. Bert's Famous Elixir of Life Cure-All. I like that. That is definitely an old Wild West thing.
Yeah, because every Western spaghetti Western you've ever seen, some yo-yo with a wagon pulling into town claiming he's got cure for everything, you
Yep.
know? And the funny thing is, a lot of soft drinks actually started that way.
Yep.
The soft drinks that we have today.
Isn't that where
And I mean,
sarsaparilla started? It was supposed to be
uh,
like elixir at
you know,
first, I
like
believe.
root beer, a bunch of others, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Well, look at Coca-Cola had cocaine in it.
Yeah, that stuff made you feel real good at the time.
I bet it did. So the first one, Dr. Bert's world famous elixir of life, cure all. Okay, I've got Clo Raw VSO, literally 1 drop. Cream soda VSO at 1%. Root beer VSO at 1.9%. Root beer raw at 3%. Sarsaparilla raw at 0.5. Sassafras raw at 0.5. Sugarcane Wonder Flavors at 2. Sugarcane VTA at 2. Tea-berry VSO at 6. And wintergreen VSO at 3. It's basically a really strong root beer.
That's as I say. This looks very root beer-ish. I like the sugarcane and Wonder Flavors being used here. The sugarcane with the VTA is kind of a bold move to use both together, but I see it working here because it's
And
kind of darker. It's a little darker.
so I'm vaping. I got it on a dripper. It's very strong.
Oh God, you even got the snake oil picture.
Boom!
Guaranteed to cure all the ails you lose.
Stop.
Dippy get
Yeah.
that melancholy. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome, Dave. I love that one.
So I don't know. Someone that likes root beer, mix it up and let me know what you think. I'm not the world's biggest fan of root beer, nor am I an expert on it. So someone mix it up, let me know what they think. And if they like it, God bless. If you don't like it, you modify it to your tastes. Hey, you know,
I'm
have
with
fun
Echo,
with it.
I'm with Echo Dubba now, and it does sound very much like a craft root beer. I like the idea.
Just so you know.
Oh, you silently correct me often. I know that.
I need you.
No, I
Adam,
audibly correct you.
That's true.
That's true.
I have the vocabulary of a slug. If you don't use it, you lose it. It's as simple as that.
I always tell people, man, I went to Chicago public schools, like one of the most ghetto school systems in the fucking country. Somehow I walked out of there with good grammar. So if I can do it, anybody can do it.
I don't have them all either, Linda. Well, I
Ooh,
do.
I
And I
went to
do.
school in Bradford, Vermont, Adam.
Well,
Hicktown,
yeah, I know. Yeah, look at
USA,
that.
right there.
Adam got that. The color in there doesn't even do it justice.
It's this RDA is literally the exact same finish as this mod.
Well,
Fucking beautiful.
I guess technically I do have them all. I just don't have them all necessarily in the same strengths. I don't have all the raws.
Nice one, Fitty. What's up, Anthony Hort? Are you related to Kevin Hart? Chase, what's in your wallet, motherfucker? Not as much as I got.
Drive careful, Linda.
That motherfucker makes like $10,000 a second. No joke.
Really?
Yes.
Living
Literally
in the,
just shows up and he's making $10,000 like that. Like,
there you go, Dave. You're living in the wild, wild west.
Okay, so this is a variant of a recipe I made recently that people love, the 555 Road to Perdition. So this one here is 555 Gold in the wear at 3%, Caramel Flavora at 1, Caramel Original TPA at 2, and then I deviated from that Road to Perdition recipe by adding the Leather VSO at 0.48, Lucky Shot at 2%, RY4 Double Flavor Jungle at 1%, Super Sweet Perillum at 1%, and Whipped Cream SSA at 3%. Now for the sweetener, you can just sweeten it to your taste or not even put it in there if you want a stronger flavor overall.
blasphemy.
It's actually really good. I'm vaping it right now. I got it in a V3. It's whatchamacallit, Steam Crave V3 with a mesh deck, and it's yummy.
That looks really good. I mean, that's going to be nice and sweet. Yeah, that leather's going to pull it back a little bit. You got the whipped cream in there to
It's
smooth
nice.
it out.
I would say this is for someone that wants to try tobacco but doesn't want to get punched in the face. You know what I mean? Because it's got a very light tobacco, if almost in the background. And I'm not much for top notes, bottom notes, and background stuff, but it's very light.
There we go.
But it's good. It's really good.
Still holding up, Fitty.
Awesome.
Oh, let's see. I need some French vanilla thick. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, vaping it, Daniel. Sometimes, I mean, I thought I'd love root beer too, but unless it's like a root beer float where it's like softened up with creams, I don't know. I can't ADV it. It really is like a little while and then I'm set for a while. It hits me hard. The dark flavor. I think Daniel hit it on the head when you get it like the one you did, Dave.
Yep.
That would probably hit me right in the chest, like hard. Yeah.
To have Cassie do it instead.
Well, no, it's got a clove in it. She couldn't do it.
That's not what he was saying, Tim. He was saying I should hit you in the chest instead.
Yeah, she
Oh.
should physically just punch you in the fucking open chest. Just. I'm not trying to
Yeah,
have
but with
Cassie
all that
kill you,
metal
brother.
in his heart, that would
I was
be
gonna,
bad.
yeah, with his heart issues, yeah, that's the last thing we want.
Buddy. Buddy, jump.
I love root beer too. That's why I like the ginger beer from Wonder Flavors, the new ginger beer, and how potent
Oh.
it is, like that
This Fitty.
Bundaberg. But that's why I
Look
like
like
it.
Barney
And I
sent me.
almost wanted to go with that tonight, but I just like that as a one shot, so I couldn't really think of a good way to mix it that would turn it into this. So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that
What
today.
else do I need?
Besides, that's more Australian.
Make my recipe.
So I went lame with the name and just said, check these guns. So I went fairly simple with it, but I went Bavarian Cream SSA at 1. Caramel Candy TPA at 1.25. I almost went with caramel, like, who else was it? Just went double caramels. Was it you, Dave?
Yep.
Yeah. I almost went that route as well, but I thought the caramel candy's got a little punch, and I can do it in one flavor. So I wanted it to be a little over the top. Choco Moco Chow from Mom and Pops at 5%. Crispy Coffee Wonder Flavors. Now, I don't know this flavor well, but I didn't want to go with VSO because I thought it'd be too smooth. Whereas I find the Wonder Flavors have a little more of an edge to it. So I'm hoping it works the way I want. That's kind of a really I gambled with this one at 2%. Leather VSO at 0.3. I almost went to 0.5 like you did, Dave. You went 0.48. But again, I didn't know this flavor, and I didn't want to overpower the Cocoa Moco Chow. And then Super Sweet Pearl at 0.5%. And that's what I just mixed up. And I'm hoping it's going to be. But did you notice how this is a little bit like the Gunslinger? The only difference is you added some bourbons and stuff to it. You went a little bit above and beyond. Where I went a little simpler. But I had the same idea. It's like, that leathers gives it a little bit of silkiness, but a little bit of that rustic feel. And then a little bit of like slightly almost tobacco-y Cocoa Moco Chow. And then, I don't know. Just wanted to see how it'd work with the coffee.
There it is.
Off the knuckle, surprisingly kind of bland. That's not good. I would have went clotted cream if I could have found it quickly. I could have instead of the Bavarian cream, actually. It's a little thicker. I thought about doing that, but the Bavarian cream's pretty damn good too. The SSA Bavarian cream. I had a big old bottle of that handy, so I did cheat a little bit at that too. I did go with what was semi-handy. I think I sent you after one flavor, the caramel candy.
Yeah. It was the first one I grabbed out of the box, too.
It was. It was like the fastest I've ever seen you grab a flavor. It's like you grab the container, it's like, there it is. Until we use it.
Like, this one flavor that's fucking evading me for my recipe. I don't even know why I put red burley away, ever. There it is.
Oh, and I'll mention it here, Daniel, since you were talking about earlier. Okay, so there is a new natural line at Wonder Flavors. It is not really intended. It's, as far as I know, it's safe for vaping, but not really intended for vaping. It was more for the other vendors he has. So not something you need to chase after is what direct from Frank. So just wanted to put that out there. Not something that you have to chase after.
I get my natural flavors from VSO flavors.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Well, I think it's because it's for the other. I knew they were coming. And I was kind of hoping they would working something like that. But apparently, it was more just for different things. Yeah, not worth it for DIY. Frank says. I don't know exactly what he meant by that. If he means they're a little weaker, maybe not quite up to par, or just. I have a feeling it's probably like because it's natural flavorings and doesn't have the DAP and all that stuff in it. It's any DAP or anything like that in it. It's probably not in higher prices. Yeah, I have a feeling it's a little of all that. So you can chase them if you want to try them. I probably will if they do make it to Bull City, get them just to be able to let people know what's going on with them. But don't bother chasing them, I guess, is what the official word from the man himself. So, but yeah, they had the Labor Day sale going on, 15% off. Not the usual 20, but it's still pretty damn good percentage off.
And Daniel dropped the code in the
Highly
chat
disappointing.
earlier.
I know, I'm so used to that 20%.
I mean, even 20 is like, give us 25. Come on. Jesus. Yeah, I don't like that 15% shit. That barely covers shipping.
It never does for me.
Yeah.
And both cities got the highest shipping rates to Canada of all the U.S. flavor houses.
See, man. Uncool, bro.
So this is interesting. I dropped down the leather to 0.3 instead of 0.5, Dave. I can still tell it's in there. It's still got that. I don't know how else to explain it other than silky smooth
Grape skin.
kind of. No, it's not really grape skin. It kind
That's what I
of
get from it.
it is kind of leather, but kind of gives you that sensation of like I don't know. If you never chewed on leather, you wouldn't even understand. But if you ever were a kid and you were your country boy or a girl,
Are you in
you
Alaska,
might have-
Sean Ryan? Holy shit. That's awesome.
Alaska, ooh, rough.
I've always wanted to visit.
I always wanted to go hunting in Alaska. My family does. Most of
I
my
don't wanna
family
kill
has
anything.
hunted there. Well, that's
I
it.
don't kill anything.
When you're hunting up in Alaska, you're the one being hunted.
Yeah, right?
Oh.
You're the minority out there.
My
Sweet,
auntie
Sean.
kinda
Adam-
wants to move up there.
That's cool, dude.
Adam has a point though. Yeah, I used to hunt a lot. Now I don't know. I got soft.
I was on. My family lived on the Canadian side from the Alaskan Panhandle, and that's wild country, man. That is wild. Like you constantly have to keep one eye on your surroundings because you don't know what's around you. Like you go down to a river, do some salmon fishing, there's grizzlies everywhere.
Yep.
Shh.
Yeah, at night I wasn't allowed to smoke in the house, so I'd stand outside, have a cigarette. This was like 30 years ago about.
Vaping
And,
vaping can literally save your life there.
I could hear the wolves calling to each other, and then they get quiet, and I could see their eyes in the tree line watching me. So yeah, you got to be real careful up there.
Thanks.
I thought that caramel candy had come through stronger. It's there, but it's not overpowering. I'm getting more.
What percentage did you use it as or at?
I went a little lower because I wanted to push it through. I didn't want it to be primary, but at 1.25, I thought it'd punch harder than
Yeah, that's probably why.
it is. It's right where I wanted it, but I was afraid I went too high. I'm getting more of the cocoa mocha chow, the crispy coffee, and the leather, and it's almost all balanced well. It's weird. Definitely feels like like a cowboy coffee situation.
To add one more drop of sweetener? No, let's keep it here. We can always add one later.
I find cowboy coffee is much like army coffee. You could paint a truck with it.
Oh, the Rough Rider coffee was my other experience with the leather. That turned out really good. I like that one too. I don't think we have another flavor like leather that could actually be subbed for that either.
Hi, Fee.
This flavor's a
Hi,
little
Fee.
leathery. I'm using this one.
Which one are you using?
EPA Western. It's the basis for
Oh.
this entire recipe. Otherwise known as TPA Cowboy.
Oh, no worries.
I take it, Hippie, your internet's in better shape than it was yesterday.
His sound was really good. The video wasn't unforgivable. It was decent. After it was choppier at first, and it got a little better. But the info was there, Hippie. So yeah, I kind of like this.
They're back there, aren't they?
I honestly thought the Choco Moco Chow would be more
Son of a bitch.
desserty in this. It's not. The crispy coffee and the leather bring it back to like, I don't know, kind of almost a savory like sensation. Yeah, Hippie was a riot for a little while there yesterday. And so was corporate Hippie for that matter. I got to pet my work kitty today. She was a good kitty. She had little okay, you know those it used to be popular more like in the 80s and 90s. You know those like sweatshirts but they were kind of woven sweatshirts?
Woven?
Yeah, like they looked almost like they were crocheted but not quite. I forget.
I mean, like a burlap sack.
Yeah, kind of, but a little more
Like
refined.
like
yeah,
a
like that.
poncho, like a poncho.
Yeah, but they had just the two pockets in the front. Literally, it was that's what was on the cat. Is like one of those. It looked like one of those outfits with the two little
Nice.
pockets on the back of it.
Don't dress your cats up. They hate it.
So we'll see you next Tuesday, Hippie.
Hey, Hippie.
Sorry. Whenever somebody
Yes, I
says
did that
see
on
you
purpose.
next Tuesday,
Yeah, I did that on purpose.
I would automatically think of that. I'm like, what did she just say? What did she just call him? Where is the good shit?
Wow, I think this hit the spot for like the theme. I can't think of another way to describe this except for some kind of Western coffee.
Way over there.
The crisp
All the
coffee
way.
was the right choice. And I grabbed that because I just wanted to try it. And I had thought before when I smelled it that it would be one of those dark kind of bitter coffees. And it is.
Oh, you mother.
I mean, the crispy coffee is basically dark roast.
Is it?
Definitely.
I like dark coffee. Even when I buy cheap coffee, I always buy like the darker roast. Like Folgers has black silk.
So we
It's
tried
like
it.
one of their dark roasts.
We tried it with the Death Wish, and the dark roast for Death Wish, anyway, is not nearly as good as their medium roast. It was
Bitter?
like, really bitter, like astringently bitter. Is that bad?
And it's not like you can add a fistful of sugar to it or anything.
Exactly. If I could add sugar like I used to, yeah, I would have been fine with it, but I don't have that option.
I'd rather
We
not
usually
put sugar
prefer
in
dark
coffee.
roast coffee too. It sucks.
Me too. Socorro returned me on to dark roasts.
Oh, we gotta try that coffee we got yesterday still too.
Question, Tim.
Yes.
Can your discount code be stacked on the BCF code that they have? For the
I
Labor Day
don't.
sale?
I don't. Think so.
Doubtful.
Doubtful.
I mean, try it, but I
I mean, try it, but I don't. I don't think so. I doubt it. I'm going to be making an order here too after the show.
Had a tab open with a wish list, but
No,
I had
one
to get
more
rid of it.
time to remind you though that with the Wonder Flavors, since how we did bring them up, you can order direct from Wonder Flavors, and you can buy like 1 liter bottles of flavoring now. So,
No, it's 500 ml.
oh, is it 500?
Yeah, it's 16 ounce, comes out to 473 ml.
I am probably going to do that really soon, so that Lady Liberty can have all the blueberry jam she wants, because I can't believe how fast she will go through that flavoring. So I mean, it's something.
And all the folks in the U.S., remember, when you order directly from Wonder Flavor's website, you're saving 30% right off the bat
Yep.
because of the exchange.
Dang.
Hey Tabitha. I know Deb was looking for the code earlier, and they hadn't went live with it yet on Bull City at the time. And then they went live with it. I don't know. That kind of weird name. So let me know when you're ready, honey, and I'll bring it up. I see you made a.
I'm ready.
All right.
Y'all ready for this?
So I made chocolate cover my banana guns because I couldn't think of anything. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to make what I want. Tim came up with a name that works. It's just 2% SSA chocolate mousse, 1% VSO banana raw, and 1% Corylum super sweet. Nice, simple, tastes freaking delicious already.
Word.
Chocolate mousse is surprisingly versatile. The SSA. The VTA is
Yeah,
good,
you're
but
gonna have to get more of that.
VTA fades. Whereas I don't get the fade out of the chocolate mousse SSA like I do at the VTA. And it feels it's a little creamier too.
Fuck this.
You know, this
It's a
could
damn good flavor. SSA has actually
possibly
kind of been
use more
nailing it.
banana.
SSA's releases have been really, really good lately. 500 ml is too much flavoring. You know, I wouldn't do it either for me, Fitty. I would not buy something that big, but for her, I mean,
weird.
she uses it quite high in some of the recipes for like the
Oh,
coffees.
there's a few
And it
things
goes
I'd
fast.
buy from
like that.
Wonder
I really
Flavors.
like that.
The French vanilla thick. That'd be good.
I would, but
Use
I already
that.
have like
Oh.
3 or 4 bigger bottles from Bull City already. So I almost thought about that. And I'm trying to think. I'd like to buy 2 big bottles just to have them, but I can't only think of the one that we really need.
Meringue. That's a good one.
Merengue.
It is, but you don't need a lot of it, so it goes for a while. I mean, I'll buy a bigger bottle, but I'm not sure if I need a 500. I think the only one I can think of is a blueberry jam because she goes through it like crazy.
Buy a big one. Save yourself some money in the long run.
And yet, I've only used it twice since I started mixing.
But you use half a gallon in every recipe, so.
That Eddie's
That
blueberry
drum.
coffee. That Eddie's blueberry
Just get
coffee
that
uses
drum,
a
dude.
lot of blueberry jam when you make a 120.
Yeah, but I haven't vaped that in a really long time. 'cause
I think I made a
kinda got over it.
120 once or twice in my entire mixing career. I've never made
Really?
more than a 6. I only ever make 60s at the most, usually.
Huh.
And usually it's 25s.
Oh, Fee, chocolate mousse is one of the chocolate I really like. Yep. Now, you talking the VTA chocolate mousse or the SSA? VTA is good. It just, if it wasn't for the SSA, I'd probably still say it was the best. But the SSA is actually, I like a little better. It's a little more of an actual mousse, and it doesn't fade as much like the VTA. But not knocking that VTA flavor. It's still good.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, Fiddy, I agree with you. Perlim has some damn good ones.
So Steve-O's name pop up. He has a really nice vanilla milkshake recipe that I really want to fucking try. This has nothing to do with Western shit, but that looks fire. I saw that yesterday, and I plan on making that very soon, Steve-O.
So we got
You don't have a wrench, so I figured I'd share. That looks fucking fire, dude.
what do we got here? Vanilla shake. Vanilla shake. Ooh, that does look
Yeah, that has nothing to do with Western. It just looks really good.
good. And this is also what Wayne and I were talking about when we did the milkshakes. The cap and the mullenberry go great together. They really do.
Well, there you go. It was supposed to be for Tuesday, and he posted it late anyway, so.
Well, son of a bitch.
That looks good.
Fantastic.
Yep, I'm gonna make that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's on my list for sure. I'm not surprised, Daniel. Everybody does. Everybody's got their own brand of weed. They got their own disposable out. Gotta get in while you can fit in. You know what I'm saying? Make that money. I don't hate on him for doing that. It's fucking
No.
money in the pocket, man.
Nope.
They want to make Eddie and the Arsons fucking disposable weed pens, dude. Fucking sign me the fuck up. Write me my check. Seriously. Fucking kidding me. I don't even care if it's all indica. I'll be like, oh, I love indicas.
I don't know which one it is, but somehow on Instagram I got, you know how once you get a feed, because of Mick and everything, I've actually been getting the feed for like the old wrestling stuff. It's actually pretty good seeing some of the old stuff. Like the last one that posted was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, and someone I could recognize, but I can't place the name during that time, is a big feud. And yeah, it's just Shisha Vanilla. Shisha Vanilla, I get a little bit of almost a sour taste from it too.
I mean, dark
But-
vanilla cream.
But
Dark vanilla creaminess.
I think it's that dark. It's that dark, almost like vanilla extract kind of darkness. So it's kind of like that.
It's close to that for sure.
Yeah. Which in a recipe when you're cooking, I love it. But if I actually have something where it's not mixed in like a frosting, sometimes it can be a little much, and that's kind of what I get out of that shisha vanilla. So I think it's actually because it is authentic.
Try this monstrosity.
But I don't think
Maybe
at
I'll share.
1% in that mix, I don't think I'd hate it at all.
Oh, I need my keys.
And besides that, he's got the whipped cream SSA in there too, and
What's up, Jangles?
yep, whipped cream SSA. And as we know, Dave, what whipped cream do? Smooths everything out, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks a really solid milkshake.
Oh, I almost spilled the entire bottle of what I just made. Just all over. Everywhere.
Oh,
Oh,
by the
well,
way, quickly, yeah, and the notes here talking about when we went over the milkshakes on noted. So yeah, that's what you did. You heard me. Yeah, we were talking about that. Now, which is it? The SSA is the dairy, right? SSA has the dairy milkshake. Dairy type.
Maybe. Sounds
That
right.
one, that one there is completely different. That's the weird one. It's good, but it's very geared directly toward only working with, like, just dairies, not the. There's
This little,
no malt
this
in
little
that at
single
all.
coil.
Zero.
Look at this little guy. Look at that.
You can't
Look at
see
that.
it, but and I know the noise suppression's on, but shout out to Derek Rhodes.
Exploding.
So when I picked up the Centaurus from him a little while back, and then I just picked up a bunch of wire from him, and he also sent the Reload S because it used to be on this mod, and he found them back together. And I put right now I'm at 0.39 coil in here from Duchess Coils in there, and honestly, this thing crackles like crazy. Get clouds for days. I think I was wrong in cloud chasing days. I think I could actually get a bigger cloud out of this tank than I could have gotten out of the really hot builds I used to use, because you can hold more in your lungs.
Okay, this is good. Yeah.
That's delicious.
throw anything at
I got the
TK
my maple walnut custard in there, and I blame Paul for that. He's been making me crave it lately because he keeps mentioning it. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I'm gonna let this sit until tomorrow and try it again, but I might have to bump that banana raw up to 2.
This one needs a
The
steep for
chocolate
everything
kind
to
of
come through,
overtook it. But
Good
that's
thing-
okay. I'm
good
not
thing
gonna
is-
complain.
The good thing is that one there does not go runty. Up
Yeah,
to-
this is good.
No.
It's weird though, because the OG bump it, I get runty. The extreme, I get a little runty. The raw, none.
That's nice.
Up to 2. I mean, I tried turning it up higher. It does go runty eventually. It will, but 2%, you got a lot of flavor and it isn't runty.
Word.
See, it's
Coffee
okay
fish.
because Swaggy's having a sale Monday, so you should order me a really, really big bottle of banana raw.
Gung gung. Like Law and Order.
You mean like this one?
You wouldn't give me that bottle, you bitch.
Woo! Spicy words.
Have fun with your fish, Rocky.
Yeah, but Tabasco on that
nobody
shit.
likes banana raw, right? Hey, Jangles.
They're
Jangles,
serving
feel
up them
better.
Harsh browns.
Well wishes for Jangles as he heals up from a bad hand infection in his hand. He had surgery and he's doing okay, but I actually saw it. It was Jangle's brother.
I
So
played guitar,
happy.
I would lose my shit. Seriously.
You don't have any idea, Adam. You don't want to see the pictures ever.
Nope.
No. Yeah,
And Bob said he was going to take a break for a little while.
Take a nap.
Bob's also trying to play the new Starfield, and he's also trying to finish up Cyberpunk. He's got a lot of games on his plate right now, and honestly, he has not had the time to play them the way he needs to either. I'm sure that has a little to do with it too. A little. Yeah. Starfield does look good. It really does. Every time I see that trailer, it's like, damn. Net Reality was
Grand Theft
telling
Auto
me.
Space.
Net Reality was telling me that. No, is a new Baldur's Gate out? I guess.
Yes.
He was saying
3
I
or
have to get
4?
that. Yeah.
One of them. Yeah.
According to him, it's
You
really
don't
good. So if anybody
have
wants some good games, yeah, I'm probably not going to. I don't have the time.
No, you got to commit to that game, dude. Fuck that. That's like I'm playing Baldur's Gate, and that's it kind of a game. Yeah, right, Fitty? That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe if somebody was giving me a paycheck, I'd be like, I gotta play these games today. I just have to.
It's a thorn in his side. The way we've talked about it, and I know how he is. He really wants to finish him though. It's bugging
I'm
him.
playing Breath of the Wild for like 2 years. I still haven't beat that fucking game. I keep
True.
finding shit to do. I'm like, well, I could go beat it now. Literally in my adventure log, as it's called, like my next like main story mission is beat Ganon. It's like
Fee, have you
the
tried
game
it?
is telling me go beat it, asshole. But no, I want to get all I can out of that game. Probably
Fiddy,
my
while you're
favorite
at
game
it,
I've
can
ever
you
played.
teach Tim that, please?
Hey, I've been better. I mean, tomorrow I do get
What did you buy after I told you not to buy any of them?
not this Transformer.
Exactly.
I remember that lesson. That was a harsh lesson in Walmart when I was about six or seven. I remember the needs and wants conversation. It's like one of those things I'll never forget.
Hey,
My
I
dad broke it down to me.
I ordered it because
Yeah.
when you know how you get now they have the Amazon thing so you can sign up to it'll let you know when there's deals on things you like. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow we're finally getting our speaker light for the bathroom, for the shower.
Again,
I'm gonna get
that
an
was a
Alexa for the
want,
bathroom.
not a need.
I need Alexa in the bathroom.
Yeah, I need music in the bathroom and color changing lights.
Yeah,
need
the
it.
only reason I want to get a Dot or an Echo or whatever is because it's connected to Spotify, you know? So I can play whatever the fuck I want.
The
I haven't.
problem I see with having this light and speaker in the bathroom is I will be in the shower and Tim will go with his phone and fuck with it, and I will like fall and hit my head or something because he'll scare the shit out of me.
No, rave party in the shower.
And don't tell me you didn't think of it, Tim, because I know the way your mind works.
Yeah, I also thought I don't want you to get hurt. So, yeah, I thought about it, but I thought you'd get hurt, so I decided not to.
You thought about that second.
Yeah. Once I realized you might get hurt.
Because I just called you out.
No, actually, I thought about it last night. I was thinking, I'll be putting that together tomorrow. She'd probably get hurt. Can't do that. Also thinking, you got to be careful. Don't put it on the music setting where the lights go on and off too, because I might fall in the shower. Get dancing music, funk. 3 hours later, Cassie says, "That water must be getting cold by now." Comes in, finds my corpse.
Yeah, because I would wait 3 hours if you hadn't come out of the shower, or I wouldn't hear you fall.
See, Echo Dub, you don't sing in the shower then. See, I sing in the shower. Like,
See-
loud.
See, currently what I do, when a lot of times when I take a shower, is we have like a shelving unit built into the medicine cabinet on the outside of it. So I put my phone in that shelving unit and it makes a nice little like speaker box. And that's what I usually do. But I'd rather have it actually music in the shower rather than coming in from the outside the shower. So I've been looking into this for a couple years now.
Yeah, I literally bring a Bluetooth speaker into the shower with me. Or my fucking Chromebook, and I just crank it.
And the shower light is kind of one of it's in there is like just a regular 110 light, just a single, and it's kind of dim. And this is gonna be much brighter.
Yeah, I have a smart bulb in my bathroom, so I could piss in red or blue or pink, or whatever I
It's
feel
a
like.
shower
Jesus.
tip. How much light do you need to wash your ass? I mean, come on.
You got to make sure you're clean. Rub it till it's red.
I don't know if that's a rhetorical question or not.
It's funny, like showering with just a red light on feels like you're in some fucked up sci-fi movie, dude. It's so fucking weird. Like you're on
See,
some
that's it,
fucking
too.
spacecraft.
I was just thinking, like red or green. I was thinking that would be cool, especially with steam. I
It's
like
very
this.
nice. It's very relaxing.
We're gonna find out.
It's something different, you know.
It'll be installed tomorrow night before I go to bed.
We'll see.
Oh, by
Well,
the way, I don't know if
that's
you saw
easy.
my picture that I shared earlier, but if you ever see Duncan Hines Dolly Parton cake mix in the fucking store, buy it. It's the
Duncan
fucking
Hines Dolly Carton cake mix.
Dolly Parton's fucking southern cake mix from Dolly Parton. I bought the fucking banana cake mix and some strawberry frosting. It's the best fucking box cake I've ever had in my entire life. No joke. So moist, you can't even believe it. Go scroll back in our messenger and you'll see a picture.
Yeah, I saw
I
that.
saw that earlier. I mean, I'll buy it.
available in
Tim
Canada.
can't eat it.
Not even expensive either. It was like fucking $2 for that box.
Yeah, Linda.
Fire.
So, this is weird. I can't stop vaping it, even though it's almost savory. A savory coffee. It's kind of weird.
Y'all gotta make my cake. It's delicious. Put your banana in my cake.
I mean, I don't understand. I got caramel candy in there, but it just tastes savory. It's weird.
Waiting.
Almost tastes kind of like close to black.
Resist.
Crumble cookies, about a dozen. I don't think I will ever pay that much. Box is pretty. So, true story. We went shopping the other day, and lo and behold, on the side of the road, Lady Liberty, what did you see pulled over on the side of the road?
There's a Chips Ahoy truck on the side of the road. I was like, well, that's weird. Then as we get further, I see the state trooper behind him. I'm like, well, somebody get hungry.
Krispy Kreme got away. Sorry.
Yeah, I saw it online for $1.38. I was like, Jesus Christ, fucking go buy it. Thank you, Steven. I'm telling you though, it's fucking delicious. There's no shortage of banana in that cake mix. Like it's like exploding with banana flavor.
I can't have carbs. So I want a banana cake. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds
Oh,
I'm
it's
totally
good.
picking the one up when we go shopping tomorrow if they
The
have them.
box called for a stick of butter. I was
Oh.
like, yes, yes. I'm pretty sure it was a whole stick.
Sorry
like,
you
yep.
can't eat it and enjoy it with me, Tim, but I'm totally gonna pick one up.
It was so good, man.
Oh, he got pissed at me for getting them because I didn't say anything, just threw them in the cart. But I finally found some fucking raspberry zingers and I picked them up yesterday when we went shopping.
Oh, that's the one thing they always had at my Dollar Tree was the raspberry ones.
They
Raspberry
had
and
them at the
vanilla.
one down in Keene, but they never have them up here in Claremont.
So, here we go. Dolly Parton, Duncan Hines, Dolly Parton style, Southern style banana. $1.38
Hell
at
yeah.
Walmart. Right there.
I'm telling you, dude.
Oh. Now I'm going to have to look at nutrition facts. I'm going to...
Yeah, nutrition facts terrible.
It's okay because I'll just tease him when I'm eating it because I'm totally getting
There
it.
we go. For your nutrition facts.
Do
we'll
it with
just go-
strawberry frosting. I'm telling
Oh.
you, it's fucking
36
phenomenal.
grams of carbs per serving. Ouch.
Oh yeah, it's god awful for you.
Oh, I can't do that.
And that's just a cake. That's not even including frosting.
Yeah, I can't do it.
But
Yeah,
I
they didn't have.
said,
And that's
They didn't have Duncan
110.
Hines strawberry. I would have bought the matching because I know Dolly makes like frostings too. I think, but so I had to buy Betty Crocker strawberry frosting. But fucking delicious combo. Oh my gosh. I wish I had like some strawberry quick like syrup just to drizzle it just on the top of it. That would have like made it. Just
Oh, wait a minute. Is this
stepped
the
up the fucking
storm we're
game.
talking about, Linda?
And I'm pretty sure there's other flavors besides banana cake too. I think there was a coconut one and something else. I don't know.
The banana one would be my jam if I could. But that 1/10 of a package, so you're not even talking a big chunk of cake here, is 36 grams. Swaggy,
Oh
don't
god, yeah, I had like
don't
a
listen to
fucking
this. It'll make you crave it.
20th of the box. Like there's literally like 20 servings in the cake I made with it. It's fucking it like it was legit. Good shit. Can't fucking believe it. Holy shit, Dolly Parton's got her name on something and it's fucking great. Good job, Dolly.
Just for Fitty, it's $50.
Thank you, Adam. Exactly. You should feel like you're doing something wrong when you eat cake. Absolutely.
Swaggy,
Like otherwise we just
ignore
eat cake for
all
meals.
these foods we're talking about. Do not do it. It's bad for us.
Dave's getting cake.
Possible.
The
Very possible.
reason we're not seeing Swaggy in chat is he's busy out going to buy some cake now. Yeah.
Oh, let there be
Party cookie, of course, Dave, of course.
Look at the flavor. Blue raspberry.
Blue raspberry
Oh,
cookies.
God.
Oh shit.
That is,
Wow, I've never
that's a
seen that in
Bob
my
flavor.
entire life.
My wife
Bob would
picked
be
those
so
up.
proud.
Yeah. Or as the French say, flambois bleu.
Yeah, framboise.
Oh God. Yeah, Danielle. I mean, I suppose if you already know you're going and something's going on, yeah, enjoy it. But
Sarah?
I'm still too busy fighting. So. Oh, they got Dolly Parton's Fabulously Fudgy too.
Oh yeah, I think there's a coconut, a fudge, a banana, and some. I'm not sure.
It's a
what
brown.
the
That's a
other ones
brownie
are.
mix. That's a brownie mix. Yeah.
Oh, she makes it's a brownie mix too. Geez, she's got her name on all their shit now. Thanks, Duncan Hines.
Blue food coloring. Oh, that's got to be good.
Yeah, for starters, it's really good for your health right there.
It's gonna make you poop
preservative.
green. Have fun.
See, Fee, I'm with you. I'm not a real cake person either, but that banana cake might actually be one I would have problems putting down.
I'm telling you, man, it's fucking addictive.
But pastries, I prefer pastries too.
Echo Dub wants you to send her those cookies, Dave.
Yeah.
I find them more
Dang,
vanilla than blue ras. But
That's typical. They give you blue color and tell you it's blue raz, and there's a hint of blue raz in there. So yeah, it's like a lot of
very.
some of the specialty Oreos when they first came out were like that. They've actually gotten better about throwing more flavor together. The wife's gonna test them too.
So Tuesday's show, I'll be sitting here eating a piece of cake and you guys can watch Tim cry.
What?
So on Tuesday's show, I'll sit here and eat a piece of cake and they can watch you cry. Do I need to say it again?
Better have a big old bag of jerky or something. Something I can eat.
Well, then you better buy yourself a big old bag of jerky then.
Okay. I'll get a T-bone. I'll eat a T-bone while you eat that. I can go
You can
savory.
send me that ground lamb.
Oh. Okay. Oh, you did get the Broken Addy. Yeah, the Broken Addy RDA is my my buddy here from. Wow, I just went spacing. Why did I space his name? Help me here, Steve-O. But we met during the first vape rally. And wow, my brains just went completely fart, but that's because I haven't got enough sleep. But yeah, just started tasting over my Citadel. Looks like a really good single flavor banger for taste testing. It really does. It's a little pricey, but he also had them made himself, and it's, I think, doing all the distribution for it himself as well. Alex, that's it. Broker Dome Designs. Yeah, Steve, you did get one, and okay, let's see what he has to say about it.
Hmm.
Wasn't a luxury purchase. I had to save. I'd get another. They looked really good. I like the new color. Did you see the new AFC and stuff that he just released? The one that was like, I don't know. It's kind of a blue camo-y looking thing. It looks kind of cool.
Holy cow! That
If I had the
body's
money to
knocked me
spend
out.
on it, just to spend on it, because it is a luxury purchase, I would really consider one. It looked like a really good Addy. In fact, it
Which
looked a
Addy?
little the
Oh,
broken home Addy. And he's been doing a lot lately and trying to do stuff, because of everything going on. Keeping that alive, where our reviewers actually doing something to make their own and making it his own. It's come a long
First
way.
review that pops up is from Hey guys, Todd here. So it's like a Hadley style fucking single coiled situation, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Well, happy International Bacon Day, Rocky.
You remember when bacon was a cheap meat?
Really? Today? Holy shit.
I can
Where's
eat
Socorro?
bacon. I can eat bacon. So bring on the
Favorite
bacon.
food of all time.
Well, we can get bacon.
I can have bacon. You're having cake, pie, whatever it is.
Got Todd wicking it here.
No, I'm not gonna get bacon and not eat bacon.
But
Use your
you're
head.
having cake. You can't have your cake and eat the bacon too.
But I can have my cake and eat my bacon too. Fuck off.
I
I'll
can
do
hear
what
her
I
through the
want,
house.
bitch.
You guys, thankfully, I have good sound suppression because I can hear her through the house.
Yeah, but I can also hear the dogs in here and I can't hear them through your microphone, so. Oh, what you come back with, Dave? Oh, he doesn't have his headset on yet.
Football season is upon us for all you football people.
Blech.
Yeah,
Gross.
I don't watch it like I used to. Back when my grandfather was
Oh
alive,
no,
we always
Linda.
watched it every week.
I mean, before it was fixed.
Oh, so you like my daughter, Linda? My daughter likes it when it's crispy and like basically burnt.
That's blasphemy. You gotta have that nice and soft, like
No, I
very
like burnt. I
starting to
like burnt
crisp
bacon
up
too.
bacon.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
A
I
little
can't.
bit crispier for BLTs, but
Oh, especially for a BLT crispy. Oh my gosh, it's one of my
But
favorite sandwiches.
maple bacon cooked that much just takes all the maple out of it.
And caramelizes that shit, motherfucker.
Love maple bacon.
Me too. Not on a BLT though. For breakfast with eggs and shit, or pancakes. Make a pancake sandwich, bacon and eggs, and then inside of pancakes. Delightful.
I thought about doing some kind of cowboy dessert, and I think that cowboy cookie is probably the best one I could think. I didn't even think about it. Like I was thinking pecan something, but a cowboy dessert rather than doing like a coffee or something rustic feeling.
Yeah, Daniel.
Wizard.
All right, let me try this again. It's been sitting for 5 minutes.
Like cinnamon clove. 3,000 parts of soap curing in it.
anyway, talking about bacon, I want a thick, juicy burger with maple bacon with that maple mayo that I made with like lettuce and tomato on it.
So why don't we just swing by and get our bacon on a stick from my friend's restaurant?
Because it's closed, dumbass.
Did they close?
Yeah, they've been
Oh.
closed for like months, man. We noticed that when we went through there
I
several
thought it was
times.
just I thought it was just closed on that day.
No, they've got like for rent signs out. They're like done.
Crap. COVID affected
Nobody has
prices.
had luck in that location though.
Yeah, but a lot of restaurants went out with the COVID prices going up, with the prices of all the raw materials going up. We lost a lot of restaurants and stuff in this area, wasn't exactly
Just
like
go with
we're
your gut, brother.
we're not a hub central anyway, but it was worse.
Just make anything remotely Western and you're fine, brother. My recipe's not Western, but it has an ingredient called Western in it. Definitely needs a steep though.
Oh, Stephen Lane, it's so easy. You just take a little bit of mayonnaise and just throw as much maple as you can take and just whip it up and you're good to go.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, you can flavor mayonnaise with like anything.
What I
Tabasco sauce. Fucking-
don't recommend is Hood
Minced
came out
garlic.
with that maple cottage cheese. That was
that's-
Yeah, that was gross.
disgusting. That was disgusting. I got it and I was like, it sounds weird, but it might be good. It was not good. It was not good at all. It just, oh.
When I was little, my sister used to put M&Ms in her cottage cheese. And it would leave little rainbows in the cottage cheese.
Okay.
Fucking weird, right?
The pineapple cottage cheese I do
a
like,
little
Linda.
bit.
Yep.
I mean, she would do that too with like fruit too, but then like M&Ms.
Go away.
Linda, I was excited though. I was like, maple, I like maple most things. I mean, I'll try it. Tried it, got it home, ate it, took a bite. I couldn't finish it. That was just bad.
Yeah, I think you ended up giving the rest of that to Menace because you just couldn't
I
eat
think
it.
it did.
I
couldn't
would have
do it.
accepted cornbread pudding. Absolutely.
I'm thinking cornbread's probably going to be something I might shoot after for.
In fact, Steve-O, make that so I can vape it.
when we do the harvest episode, cornbread sounds really good. But can we really get a cornbread that tastes like a proper cornbread? I've tried the cornbread flavorings, and I don't know. Maybe
Cornbread alone does not do it. Cornbread with Cereal 27 does not do it. There's just something always lacking when you try to use the traditional like cornbready flavors.
The one thing I could say is maybe with Swaggy's butter, it might be able to pull it off, kind of. You'd have to use a lot of it. You'd have to use a lot of the butter. A lot.
I mean, I usually use 1% butter raw, so.
Hey, get done.
Holy shit! Close up
Completely
cat.
Oh my
It's
god,
like
that is the closest I've ever seen an animal to a camera ever on alive.
I'm eating a barbecue chicken. He wants it.
Damn carnivores.
Oh my God. And
Away.
what Ashley this morning when you were eating your burger before you went to work.
I'm good, Echo Dub. You can keep it. Cornbread with lambas bread? Nope, I'm good.
Somebody needs to
Oh,
send me a
you're gonna
10
make me
ml bottle of
puke.
that shit. I need to see what's wrong with that flavor. But I don't want to order it and then get it and be like, oh, they're so right. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Most
Flavora is
people-
not cheap. That's Flavora, right?
Yeah, most people
Those
don't
aren't
taste
cheap.
it. Most people do not
Oh,
taste
wait,
that.
I'll just tell Lumi to send me hers if she still has it. She's never gonna use it again.
I think she said
That's
she
for
got
sure.
rid of it. I don't know if she really did though.
She may have thrown it in the garbage, actually, honestly, between us.
Well,
Yeah,
Tim
'cause
has
I don't want to
it
pay for it
somewhere.
if I'm gonna hate it.
We will
but-
find it.
I want to try it because there's people I trust their palates who are like, it tastes disgusting. And then there's people whose palates I trust that are like, it's the best fucking muffin base you will ever try. in your
Yeah,
entire
I
life."
went into it with Lumi that one day. I go, well, everybody says it's great. Addie says it's great. I'm thinking this isn't gonna be bad. Lumi, this tastes like shit. Damn you.
And then he's like gagging on it. I'm like, you're exaggerating. It can't be that bad. I tried it. I went in the bathroom and I threw up.
I went into it with an open mind, didn't think it really would taste that like that to me, but apparently, I was lucky enough to have the palate that does not like it.
Yo, you were lucky enough to have to taste jizz.
Oh, so my friend has 2 big pumpkins, like huge pumpkins growing in his garden.
What's her name?
No, that's the funny part is, I'm like, but you don't eat pumpkin. Because when it's small, he eats them like a squash. If they're small pumpkins, I guess, is what he said. But the big ones, all he's going to do is basically take the seeds out of it and cook them up, possibly. And I was like, I was talking about, what is it? What's the stuff that's in the chips you like that you can get at the tree? You can get the flavoring, the shake flavoring for it. Tahine. Is it Tahine?
Oh yeah, Tahine.
Tahine. And I said that is really. I've had that before on them. You can just do salt and pepper. You can you do a little bit of garlic powder if you want. It's weird, like anything like that on them. Oh,
Night Echo Dub.
I could go for some pumpkin seeds, some fresh pumpkin seeds. So we might get some when
Yeah,
it does
pumpkin
that.
seeds with tahine is really good, dude. Because
It
it's
really
lime
is.
and chili powder and salt, so you get like the trifecta of flavor. Plus, pumpkin seeds are already kind of roasty and nice, you know.
We got the rebirth. No, we didn't get the rebirth. Is it the rebirth?
We have the Rebirth RTA,
RTAs.
not the RDA.
Yeah. This is got single coil, but the Reload S. I can't. It has the deck in it. I wonder if I can find one that's not like on a site that'll get me in trouble. I really like the flavor off this thing, but someone's saying it's a direct ripoff of what the Recurve. Like they weren't even shy about it.
I mean, well, I'm not going to get into China's naughtiness sometimes.
Yeah, but the flavor on it is just it's really good flavor.
I like the Rebirth RDA. I got my rainbow one from Fitty.
I gotta give Derek credit with that. He said it had really good flavor, and he's right. I mean, that's right
It's
up
quite
there.
good.
I think it might actually be a little better than the Typhon.
I have the wrong coils in
And
Rebirth, though. I need
he
to
also
put better
sent.
coils that I like.
He had the triple pack of all the different AFCs too. A side thing of it.
Nice.
They're in here, so I'm not gonna take them out. But yeah, he had the triple pack of those. But that deck is actually really nice.
Yeah, Fitty, the Rebirth RTA was good. Mine's sitting in the cabinet with some Duchess coils in it. It was my first rebuildable.
It has that
got
nice like half pipe design
Biohazard.
for the airflow, and a half pipe design, and this has it too. Works really, really well.
Oh, that's satisfying.
Yeah, I
but
never had
very strong.
the
Yeah,
recurve.
we didn't try
so-
the recurve.
Yep, never had a recurve. I always thought it was kind of ugly, to be honest. And yes, I do base my purchases on aesthetics. Sue me. So Tim, I have the protocol biohazard atom in here.
Yeah, I have
with
it.
the 1.2 millimeter airflow pin.
Oh,
set
you
to
did
tight
put the
butthole.
1.2.
It's mouth to lung. It has a mouth to lung little 2 millimeter.
I think mine's 1.3 or 1.4. I have it here.
0.6 ohms at 23 watts. Battery life for fucking days. And it's good. Really good mouth to lung.
Here it is. It's not actually the full length thing, but right
Probably
here,
gonna use 12
this
next
is that deck.
time, though.
This is the deck in this
18.
RTA, and I'm telling you, this thing has great flavor. It's an upside down hanger. Now, of course, unfortunately, the Duchess coils was wrapped the wrong way, so I had to do like an overwrap and then bend. But the flavor on it is friggin' excellent. And yeah, I'm at 34 watts and it's cranking.
Yeah. Battery life for fucking days.
You guys probably can't hear it because the noise suppression's on, but it's got crackle like crazy.
Holy shit, that mouth to lung is potent. Yeah, I might have to switch to 12 for that for the pulse for that setup because that's
All
a
right,
little too
take me
balls out
see.
for
Let me
18.
know how they turn up. Cinnamon clove soaps. That sounds really nice.
Have fun with your
Yeah, that
soap.
sounds good.
I've considered using soaps. Like I have that whole TFS line that we have. Okay, the steep time on them's horrible. Some of them are just not good for single. I hate them because they smell delicious. I bet
Yeah,
they'd make a
that's-
great soap, but they
100%.
don't. The vape flavoring wise, I just can't bring myself to use them.
Did you mean to say you've considered making soap? Because I really hope you use soap, which is what you said.
Is it what I said?
Dude.
Okay. Yeah.
How long did it take, Rocky? Because I actually had a record setting for this mod from date of order to my door from blankmore.com 12 fucking days only.
Yeah, that was really fast.
Super fast. Yeah, like unbelievably fast. Knock on fucking wood.
Don't you
'Cause my
wish you
next
had
one's
these
gonna take
battery
3
wraps?
months.
I wish you had these battery wraps.
You know, I found some solid pink, like hot pink ones on Amazon. I'm gonna fucking grab them.
That's where I got the. That's where I got these.
Yeah, they had hot pink ones. I was like, forget about it.
We got those at the shop.
Did we get the pink ones at the shop?
Yeah, because those are my old batteries.
I have one pink battery, but it's in my flower vaporizer. It came with it.
And they're more purple than
Were
pink.
those Samsungs, the pinkies?
Damn.
Like the original pink batteries. What are these?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Linda.
Samsung.
Fast tech being gone really bothers me.
Samsung. These guys.
And Adam,
came with my
Adam and I
vape.
got some of the last orders from them right at the end. Adam and I both
From
ordered.
whom? Oh, Fast
Fast
Tech.
Tech.
Fuck those motherfuckers right up their fucking asses.
But they did the
Seriously.
same thing to Adam and I with that last order. They screwed us over pretty good. They screwed you over worse with that one mod.
Sent me a mod that worked for fucking an hour, stopped working. I hit them up and they're like, oh no, we know, deal with them no more. But we'll send you a new board. We can get you a board and you can do the work yourself.
Did they ever send you the board?
I have it. I just fucking don't have a soldering iron. And also, I'm not good enough at that to work in that small of space. So
You'd melt the board.
something I need to talk to. I just need to put
Addie.
it out there on
Talk to Addie.
Discord. That's option number one, obviously. But I just don't want to fucking bother him. Like, I'll pay for fucking shipping both ways, you know. It's the billet box. It's beautiful. It's the black and white fucking SXK billet box clone. Oh shit, yeah, dude.
I still can't believe how that
They're on fire over
crackles.
there right now. Oops.
And yeah, don't have it over here. It's over there. But that
Run that over. Shit.
Cross Mini, still on the first pod. It's starting to fade in flavor. I need to switch it out. But that lasted a month and a week. I used it virtually every single day and vape probably more out of that than I was my RDAs for a little while. I'm pretty
There you
damn
go.
impressed with that thing.
There's the
Linda,
nice
which-
screen.
Linda, which one did you get?
Brand new.
No, I don't use them.
I don't even know where my fucking billet
I
box
love
is.
Steam Crave. I love them.
Yeah, my Titan looks like an oversized hunk of metal and glass, but that thing's got good flavor for such a big honker. You wouldn't expect it, but it does.
Chungus.
It's Chungus, but it's got good flavor.
There's a Chungus
I
among
wonder
us.
if we can look at one of these.
Yeah, that billet box is fucking buried back there.
Oh, Linda, I wish I didn't have to catch up on finances because I would buy them all off you. Steam Crave to me they're the best addies. The most versatile. Do anything with them. Single, dual coil, mesh deck, dripper. You could do anything with them.
It's pretty good. Pretty good. Not quite a tobacco, not quite a dessert.
All right, this isn't okay. This isn't actually a vape site, so I don't care. I'm going to show it because he deserves it. Right here is the ASC and the pieces for the Broken Home Addy. Right there. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
Pieces,
That is gorgeous.
pieces of me.
And he makes them?
He had them made and is distributing himself. Yes.
Oh, you shared it on the stream. I see. Oh yeah, those are nice.
Let me see if I can. Right. Todd's Reviews did a review on it.
Hey guys, Todd here.
Oh crap.
Todd here.
So Linda, just use all your Steam Crave addies. Just break them down. Take the glass off. They're drippers. They can be used as drippers.
And here, there's a picture of with the clear cap on it. This is what the Addy looks like. I mean, that's got that. Honestly, that looks like a really good flavor banger he's got going on there. I gotta give Alex a lot of credit for that. He did a good job on that design. But yeah, Yeah, shout
This
out
was
to
a
Alex.
really nice camera and really nice lighting for that shot too.
Oh, he's been doing like photos and stuff for that. He's been doing other things with photos. He's good. He's come a long way. He's worked hard at it. But that broken home design one. Price point's expensive. It is, but it's also, you might remember, he's actually done it all himself and had to.
Time you say Broken Home,
Yeah.
I always think of Broken Home by fucking Papa Roach.
Yeah, he's got to give him some credit for that. Nobody's doing it anymore. Oh, here's a better one. I'll open this one. I want to show you guys this because actually, you know what? He deserves a little shout out for this because nobody does this anymore. See how leads catch on the sides, airflow is coming through these. On, oh no, that's can't be airflow. So the airflow is just coming.
Broken home.
Not sure how the airflow is coming through there. Can't be coming through this side. It's got to be coming through the side. So it's coming through there. Is it going above this lip? Or is it going through that metal? But anyway, that looks like a nice condensed chamber. Nice little flavor banger. Yeah. Good job, Alex.
Alex.
Damn good job, Alex.
Almost spilled the bong. And getting that smell out.
DCR strawberry ice cream. Enjoy. Ooh, that sounds good. Oh, we went over that before, haven't we? The DCR strawberry ice cream. I think I looked at that. Mongrel 2. That would be that'd be Jack's design. Deuce's Jack from the Vaping Insider. Unfortunately, he's not doing reviews anymore, but that was his design. He did a similar thing, but he actually worked directly with the company to make them. A Mongrel. New version. The V2. I don't know if he had anything to do with the V2, if they just went on it on their own. I'd have to ask him.
Do it. Do it.
I'm almost tempted to just ask him right now. Might have an answer for the end of the show for you guys. If he had anything to do with design, or if it's one of those ones like, do you remember they did that with Topside? Man, just not thinking names today. Brian, they did that
TVC.
with his, with his drop and stuff like that. They started making ones that had nothing to do with him.
Yeah, who was that? Geek Vape or the other ones? What's the drop?
Drop isn't that digital or whatever?
Digiflavor.
Digiflavor, that's it.
That's who makes it. I have fucking 2 drops and a drop 2. Yeah, the drop 2 had nothing to do with Brian. Decent addy though. For $10 especially. I fucking can't beat that. If anybody's never seen the drop 2. That's the drop 2. It's purple minus. Can't really tell though with the lighting. Ooh, I need to repaint my nails, don't I? Jesus. They're looking crusty.
See, I got the dead
Sounds
rabbit
gone.
and the drop, but never get the dead drop. Or drop dead, I mean. But
Oh, the Drop Dead was the one that had the goddamn bloody version of it that I wanted really bad. It was white and it had blood splatters on it.
oh yes, I remember you talking about. Yep.
Fucking wanted that so bad for the top of this.
That was a hard color to get too. That went out.
Everybody
Sold out
bought
like
those up
crazy.
right away. And then people were flipping them for fucking twice as
I
much
think-
on the forums.
The only other one I think is Tugboat had a similar color too. That white with splatter once, and that was the only other one I ever remember seeing with a white with a red splatter.
The Tugboat V2
Yeah,
had
me
the
too.
splatter.
I think that's
Yep.
the only other one I can think of that even has that white.
I had a stainless one, and my girlfriend at the time had the black Tugboat too. We bought them together because our birthdays were like 2 days apart, so that was like our little birthday present to ourselves. Like, let's get drippers. Let's
Linda-
get high watt drippers. Yeah, 50
Lin-
watts all day.
Linda, no joke, the dead rabbit with a Lumi braid in it is good. It's damn good.
Yeah, it's basically probably equivalent to vaping a drop with the fucking Lumi braid in it.
I put a Lumi braid in my drop and in my dead rabbit, and it works in both. I think it fits a little better in the drop, which makes sense that she would recommend the drop, but it does work in the dead rabbit.
Yeah, you can fit a 5mm fucking braid in the drop, which is,
Yeah.
I don't know any other Addy that you can do that with, honestly.
Dave loves Lumi braids.
Yeah, Linda, Lumi's braid, like she makes these like 14 strand fucking braided wire, and then she does I think it's 4 or 5 wraps are on a 5mm.
Yep.
And it's single coil, and you just drop it in the drop or the dead rabbit, and it's just fucking.
Yeah, you use one coil
like
instead of
vaping on
two.
mesh.
It's nice.
It's like mesh.
It's like mesh on steroids.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
I'll never be able to see it on camera because like,
Just don't dry hit on one of those braids.
my
You'll
piece
die.
of Lumi braid that I've been savoring.
You mean like Larry did? Oh my god, it felt so bad from that day. Never forget that.
It'll. Oh,
Yeah, mine's over on the coffee table somewhere. I won't be able to find it today.
But it's really fucking.
I've got
brilliant.
ornate.
I've got just enough. It's like a Celtic design. Looks like.
Yeah.
You make
Yeah, this
you
is
get
the Celtic
such a good vape off that. Oh,
This
It's actually really
is
good.
32 gauge nichrome 14 strand Celtic braid. It's fucking amazing. It's about to go in my gunmetal drop.
Was kind of hoping I'd get an answer. Jack was on earlier, but he wasn't on now. I actually talked to him earlier. Damn it. He's not on now. I don't know if they just went with it and just went to the V2 without him. I don't like it when companies do that. It bugs me. It's like,
Let's see. View media.
Elder Dragon. Yeah, Linda, you got an Elder Dragon, right? I never got one of them, and I wanted one of them so bad. When they were hot, I liked the. Wasn't there like a green one? It actually, the green rainbow actually looked kind of almost
There
like
you
a
go.
dragon scale.
that is
That's right.
that-
That's it.
that is sex right there.
Look at the color she got, but that's
Look
because
at-
she uses stainless steel, though.
Yeah, hers is stainless steel.
There.
I only get
Linda,
blues.
Adam and I get the nichrome, so
Blue
we don't get
perps.
that.
Linda answered the question, Tim. He was in on it. They fixed the airflow.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. Good to hear.
And you're still not getting one.
Yeah, Linda's got the green one, so she's got the one I really wanted.
Doesn't matter. You're not getting a mongrel. You're
I
not
wasn't
supporting
talking.
that person.
I'm talking about the green Elder Dragon.
Oh,
This is not a bad. This is actually pretty good. If you can get a
Yeah,
hold
there's
of one of these, I
pre-cooked.
would say definitely get one of these if you can get a hold of one. Reload S.
That's the pre-cooked version. So you could actually see the wire and how much fucking goes into this shit here.
You get such a nice vape off that. Oh my god.
If you're one of those people that can't handle a lot of in-your-face vapor, it could be a problem. There's no way
It's
you don't get subtle vape out. You don't get subtle vape out of those.
so good though.
I dual coil, yes, Linda, but if you get a Lumi braid that size, it'll throw way more vapor at you than you'll ever get out of a dual
It's
coil.
too much, yeah.
Way more.
Even two smaller coils, it's like, it's just, yeah, it's meant to be a big fat single coil.
I get it, Fiddy. I didn't ask anybody to ever part with one, but man, they were one of the ones I missed out on. Yeah, it's a
Yep,
Celtic
Steven.
braid.
Celtic. 7-strand Celtic.
And
Or
you
14 strand, sorry.
have
14
watched
strand.
her literally wrap those things, and she makes it look like,
Just like this.
yeah, just her arms crossing. That's it. It's like, yeah.
Yep. God bless.
I got 6 inches done. I'm like, what? Yeah, she's a fucking lunatic. She knows
Yeah,
it. In the best way possible.
I'd love to kidnap her and have her just continuously make braids for me.
I mean, if you paid her a comparable full-time salary, I'm sure she'd be down.
But it's hard, to be fair. I mean, she has to wear gloves. It's really, really hard to do.
Yeah, 32 gauge is no joke, man. That shit's fucking thin.
Yeah, and her it tore her hands apart pretty good though, and she was having problems with her hands cramping there at one point. But damn, like seriously,
There's a glowy picture.
have to give her credit. That's a damn good coil.
Yeah. I mean, it took us like a little bit. Like we were like trying different, IDs and different like specs and shit. And then she just fucking was like, fuck it. I'm trying it around a 5mm one day. It just happened to fucking work. I think she tried it, the 5mm. I know her and Larry were trying different sizes of braids. But yeah, that's literally the only reason I own a 5mm crochet hook.
See, 100%. The Hadley
make those.
is my flavor tester of choice by far. But for an RTA, the GT4 has always been my go-to for quite a while. But I have to say, this Reload S is kind of... I don't like that you can't adjust the airflow. It's just by the ring. You gotta change the ring, so that's just it. Whatever ring you put on is what you get for airflow. So that kind of bums me. I can't just turn that a little bit. But it's good, so I can forgive that. Because you can just... I do have the extra rings. He sent me like 3 extra ones.
Fucking stuck. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There you are. My favorite flavor RTA right here. Wasp Nano RTA.
Well, that probably... I don't know.
Can adjust your airflow on the fly. Don't have to take nothing off.
I was just thinking, does Daniel, do you have the RTA? I know you like your Wasp Nanos. I never did get
rules. Yeah, that fucking rules, but it's thirsty as fuck. You have to fill it every 10 minutes.
This thing has a really nice tight chamber on it. It's got good flavor. The upside down
They
deck.
had them in at the shop, but all they had was that nasty Ultim color.
Yeah, that's the only reason we didn't get it, is because all they had for the longest time was that Ultim color one left. And I didn't want P color. That's why I never got one there.
Yeah, I have one P color drip tip that I never use. It just sits here.
Never got the Type 2 fee. But then again, I'm not really a MTL person either, so that'd be my other issue with that. I mean, we have...
My one piss color drip tip. Actually, if Hippie buys that gold mod, I might send this to him so he has a matching drip tip.
Aw.
Matchy is the way to go.
Lumi tried to show us and said, hey, try it.
No.
What, to make the braid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't make a Celtic braid, but I can do fishtails. I
Can you?
actually tried a couple days ago. Yep. So I may get into that. We'll see. 'Cause
Fiddy,
that's just like, I had a little sister, so like, braid your sister's hair, okay.
Fiddy's bringing up Benny's show, Arbiter. Everybody has the Arbiter. Oh, speaking of, we're all on here. We didn't do it at the beginning. We should do a buffet. Told Adam we'd do one.
Stealing my ideas, huh?
No, I'm actually giving you credit for your idea. This is all Adam. We haven't done this. Now he's got stuff to show off, some cool new
I want
stuff.
to bring them back, that's all. I just like buffets. I'm not even vaping that many things right now. What I made earlier, which is called Yeehaw. Dead Rabbit. Single coil. Lost Vape Centaurus. M200. Pink. 64 watts.
Oh, that's nasty.
Also the Pulse. Set to mouth to lung with...
You switched it out to the switch it out to the square button.
That in there.
Does that Pulse come with the square button on it when you get it?
Was
or you have
that
to put it on?
motor oil?
Yes, it is. Yes, these came stock with the square.
See, I had to switch hers to the square. Hers came with round.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. This one has round. I have 2 pulses. That one's not set up right now though. And then yeah, the Kylan RTA and the Dead Rabbit 3 RTA are also in rotation right now, but they're empty. And I
Nice.
think I had Sifu juice in both of those.
Not just it's pretty
The
solid fitty.
The Astral Plane being one of them.
Oh, I haven't tried it. I don't know much about that one. Which one is it? What's it taste like?
It's his. It's like a. It's his custard base, which has like honeycomb and legendary custard and stuff, and it has shisha vanilla in it too. It's like a. It's not a vanilla custard. It's his vanilla custard, but it's not like a traditional vanilla custard. It's like a sweet, creamy honey kind of. It's just really good. It's hard to pin like what it is.
Sifu
And
does
he
that.
wasn't even
Sifu
really-
does that like kind of swaying out of the lines a little bit, which he
Yeah,
does
yeah,
really
it-
well
it-
too.
It's a blurred lines kind of recipe, but it's good. I like
It's
it.
his custard with added shisha vanilla, is what Steve was saying.
So what's everyone else vaping on?
Yeah, Dave. Dave, what do you got? I know it's a bunch of Steam craves, but
Oh yeah. Okay, I got the Ragnar right here with the 18 ml glass in it. I've got a pair of homemade fused Claptons that ohm out at 0.11 at 100 watts, but it'll go to like 130 watts. And inside, I've got a melange, which is French for mix, of a bunch of ends of strawberry juices I just threw into one bottle.
Hell yeah!
oh god,
It's a real strawberry milkshake right there.
Oh yeah, it's like strawberry donuts, strawberry cheesecake.
I bet it's good though.
It is. It's yummy. And I've got tonight's recipes. For living in the Wild Wild West. I've got that in a V3. I believe this is. Yeah, plus V3 with the. I think it's what a
Cheers,
10 ml
Solomon.
glass, and this one has. What does it have in there? A mesh deck with a woven mesh at point 0.13 ohms at 60 watts.
The woven mesh, is that like a pre-made strip you buy?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah. Those are cool. I was
Yeah.
looking at those.
They're really good. Phenomenal taste off it. And you know what? The funny thing is, you can like really go, like you could run out of juice and you won't get that insane mesh dry hit off these for whatever reason. I think it's because it doesn't have enough openings over the cotton, so you get that fire coming up, you know?
That's
You
good.
would.
That's
And-
the one thing I would worry about.
And I've got the single coil blaze dripper with what is this? A 0.34 fused Clapton, 39 watts with that root beer juice I made tonight, the Dr. Bert's Cure All, and great flavor. Tastes just like a strong craft root beer.
Step right up and grab your Cure-All tonic.
Lady
Next.
Liberty, what do you got over there? And if anybody puts anything in chat, I'm gonna read it out too. See, I mean, I'd like to hear what everybody's doing. It is kind of nice every once in a while. It's just it got stale for a while when I was doing it before because everybody was always vaping the same setups.
I'm all switchy nowadays.
So I got the Thelma Quest with the nitrous, and I've got that pumpkin chocolate cheesecake I made a few weeks ago. And then the whatever the fuck it is, the Gruss with the goon on it. And that's
You got a
got the
goon going?
yeah, the sour tropical passion gummy that I made on that impromptu video that we threw up because TJ didn't have a show Wednesday, and that's really, really good.
And I was too lazy to stream.
How I was missing an ingredient in that gummy, unfortunately, or I would have made it too.
Yeah, it looked good.
It's
Okay.
really good.
King Solomon is on a purple and black ice in the barrage iStick triple battery mod.
iStick makes a triple battery mod? Holy shit. I was on their website actually recently and I was like, wow, iStick's still around and they've come so far.
I
The
have
little mini iSticks look so classy now. They look so nice.
It is funny
They're
because
adorable.
I actually have it in that H Cigar VT 250. It's right over there, and that's what my barrage is on, is a triple battery as well.
Oh, hell
DNA mod.
It makes me want to go out and get a fucking little iStick 30, like whatever the newest 30 watt, and a fucking Nautilus Mini, and go vape like it's 2015 again. Because that was like the fieriest pocket vape of all time, was the iStick 20 or 30 watt with a Aspire Nautilus Mini on it. So small and just
That's
flavor for fucking days. 12 milligram in that bad boy. Woo! I miss vaping like that, actually.
And I
I
forgot
also
to
have
mention,
my Pulse Mini with my
Right.
Glamour.
Oh yeah,
all my mods are Guar 21 tonight.
yeah. The Gore 21's a damn good mod. I have to blame you and the UK crew for me getting one, but I don't mind blaming you because I'm blaming you for good shit. So
I mean, I got 63,000 puffs on this one. I've got 73,000 puffs on that one. And I've got, what is that? 50,000 puffs on the third one.
94 puffs. I just started using it today, so.
Dead Rabbit
Actually,
V2.
Hippie made me screw something on it yesterday just so he could see the screen. He's like, Adam, show me the screen on that. I was like, all right, hold on. Let me get some batteries in here.
Linda
Yeah,
Marie-
because he would get one, but he wants volts.
I
That's
mean,
so too.
you technically can't set it to volts, but if you set it to the preheat mode,
When you press the button, it shows you your voltage. So
Linda-
yeah, it's not
Linda
quite what
Marie-
you would want.
Linda Marie's on the
That's
Dead
very
Rabbit
basic.
Dead Rabbit V2 on the Vaporessa Lux with cookie crack butter in it.
Look at crack.
Fiddy's got an Arbiter on the R21. You're after all the UK crew and Bill's heart. The Voltrove on a Gruss, actually, and the button hasn't stuck for a week on mine. But yeah, as long as you hit it center. But yeah, we have the same problem, Fiddy. I'm glad that we're not alone, because up until now, everybody says they haven't had a problem with it. Button sometimes sticks. It scares the crap out of you. But at least it does have a cutout. But yeah, that is a little scary when it does it. The Odin 100 with the Blotto, and then
Blot out.
the Blotto, yeah.
Blot out.
And the Guar with
Cunt.
an Entheon on it. Nice. And a Guar with an Elder Dragon. So Fiddy's got quite an array going on there. Nice.
Blot out.
And for Linda, I have your cookie crack butter
So you're both vaping the same thing.
in the
know,
in the Titan.
In a 62 millimeter fucking Addy.
And it looks like Fiddy's vaping
That thing is
LMP.
huge.
blueberry cake pop, a new custard, a new milkshake, a new salted toffee ice cream. Nice.
yum. I would vape all of those things. LMP, lemon meringue pie. I haven't had one of those in forever.
Oh yeah, egg, you
Real.
know what? Yeah, that's a great idea, Fiddy. I mean, I think I'm trying to hold off until it's more proper season, but I kind of craving an eggnog. Rocky's got the Guar
Yeah.
21, 320,000 puffs. Coffee with the Voltro V30 LE. I think it's a V3 LE. Yes, there is a V30, 30, the Voltro 30. Oh, 30 millimeter. Okay, I get it.
No, it's the version 30. You were right.
You know China.
You never know.
The Kanger Pro Tank 43.
V's got the Steam Crave Supreme V3 with sticky caramel custard.
Those guys tried to make a comeback a couple years ago. Did not succeed, really.
Steam Crave
Kangaroo?
Light 1.5 with Bogan's Awesome Sauce. I wonder how that is. I've never. I keep hearing about the plum job, and I haven't heard much about the Awesome
They're
Sauce.
doing the disposable game now. Of course
And
they are.
Steam Crave V2 with cream puff, and a Type 2 with Dulce custard. Yeah, I get it out eventually. And what I'm vaping on here is I've got the Atom in the Cthulhu White Delrin. And I what do I have in there?
What to know?
Banana caramel Oreos in it. Yeah. I've got the Ethos. That's that dual battery version. This has got the newer Pulse bridge in there from her Pulse Mini,
The Vessel?
the Vessel. But this is the other one. It's got a little bit different airflow design. And in that I have
was in here, I think.
that minced peach cobbler's in here.
Also,
This is really good in that.
Pulse.
And then I've got this. I'm testing out today's liquid. That check out these guns in the Hadley on the custom Aegis skinned Aegis. And I have that. Yeah, that. Check out these guns in it. Yeah, thank you, Jay. I love that custom Aegis skin. And then last but not least, with what I have over here anyway, is I have that Reload Type S RTA on there. And in that, I'm vaping the Maple Walnut Custard, the one that Paul loves. And that also is the Centaurus, but it's the other style Centaurus
Yeah.
that's on. He's got that. I kind of like the old school look of that one, though. I do. I really do.
That's
And
literally what
I
sold me on
have.
it.
I had the pop.
It looked like a hexome. And
It
I
does
used to want
look-
a hexome back in the day.
Yep. It does. But
It's not
what-
heavy either.
That's
Really
what I'm
nice.
vaping on. Let's see. Anybody else got anything in chat for what they're vaping on? Pity, I like your setups. You got an array of setups. And I have been trying to do a lot of different setups when I go through a flavor, especially when I'm testing anybody else's. And when I can, I've even been trying to test and see. Like some of the flavors, they might not come through quite right. I've tried testing on different things lately. I still find that most of the time the Hadley is going to give me all the little nuances that I miss on other things. But I do find that nitrous is pretty damn good, that dual coil in it. I mean, she's got a much hotter setup in hers than I do on mine. Also on the Centaurus, I am only vaping at 34 watts, and that's still throwing clouds like crazy. Whereas my Hadley, I'm vaping 76 watts. It's got 0.25 in it. I got a point. Am I reading that wrong? It's not a 0.39 in here. It's a 0.59 that I have in here.
Both of my RTAs are 0.15. 89-ish, 90 watts.
Linda Marie's also got the
Usually-
strawberry rhubarb tart on a Mongrel with an Odin DNA 250C. Nice. I almost talked to Derek. He had an Odin 70 DNA 75 that I was thinking about, but I don't vape under 75 watts very often. Ironically, the one this mod here I am, which is weird.
I'm a mood vapor, so you get me 1 week, I'm on RTAs. Get me another week, I'll be on RDAs. So it's whatever
I've
catches my fancy.
I've
been loving bringing RTAs to band practice and to shows. It's so much more convenient for that kind of situation.
Mostly I'm RTAs. I do find myself these quite a bit lately, but that's more testing and having fun with them. And the Burrow Bridges. And then what's the other one? And I have been using the Ethos, not the Ethos, the Cross 3 Nano a lot lately.
Linda, go to Wire Optum, look up their mesh strips they have, and get the woven ones. You could do 80 watts on those things, and it's brilliant vape.
These I like to take a tank with me when I go to work. It's a lot easier. Dripping at work's not always easy. I don't always have the time, and what I find is I'll run out to go take a vape because they don't want vaping in the house over there. They don't know any better.
You also can't set a dripper on its side.
That's it.
Unless you vape it dry,
Exactly. And that's the
When
problem.
you're working, you just fucking put it down sometimes. You know,
Yep,
I gotta go grab
exactly.
this, and you just throw it down, and you fucking come back to a puddle.
Exactly. 100% what I was about to say, Adam. Yep. I was almost
Like shit. Yep, that happened to me at the fucking store a bunch of times. Sakura's like, "What?" I was
And
like,
like-
"I gotta go wash
and like-
everything. I'll be back."
And like today, I took the motorcycle to work. What am I supposed to do? This is not going to sit upright anywhere I'm going to carry it on the motorcycle. So it's like necessarily. So if it was an RDA, I'd probably have leaks everywhere.
Yeah,
Kim,
my pocket
you-
would have a
Kim.
fucking dark spot on it.
And you got to get the cup holder, like I have on my Harley. Just plunk it down in there.
You like put like a Velcro strip over it so it doesn't fly out.
The,
Or is
the
it just
cup
deep
the
enough
cup
to where it
holder
just-
is it's about I don't know
cool.
8 inches deep, and
Oh, for
it's
sure.
made out of plastic, so it doesn't scratch when it vibrates. Doesn't scratch the mod.
There's no
or the-
cup holder on a sport bike. By the
I
way,
know.
remember I was talking about the inversion table thing a while
Yeah.
back? There's the inversion table for anyone curious. It's there outside. And there's the vape sitting right there on the porch.
Trying to get rid of it? I'll buy it from you.
No, he picked it up on the way home one day. Someone had it for free. And so he picked it up. It was like brand new. They just didn't ever use it. You know, try something and waste your money on it and then never use it type situation.
Linda, where
That's
do
how
you
I got
get
my
the
microphone.
Dumas from? Dumas, mesh from?
Dumbass.
Dumbass.
Dumas?
Dumas.
I mean, the...
Squonking,
Famous,
my biggest problem with squonking is I don't like to commit that much anymore. Every time I do put something in my squonkers, I like regret it like within 10 mils. I'm like, now I'm over it. And now I'm stuck with it. And that's usually my squonking issue.
Didn't Dumas write The Three Musketeers? Alexander Dumas? Novelist, right? Hold on. Oh, my OCD will not allow me to not know this fact. Alexandre Dumas. Yes. Wrote The Three Musketeers. Okay, cool. I learned something in school. Good. Good. And The Count of Monte Cristo.
Ooh, wait a minute. What's Steve-O saying here? Pod system at work, RDA at home. Yeah, that I took the last few weeks. I took
There he
the
is.
Cross 3 Nano, but because of
Oui.
flavor starting to fade, I didn't trust it enough today. I was like, what if it dies on me mid work? Then I have to change the pod. That means I got to bring the extra pod. I was like, and it's a different. I haven't picked up extra pod, so it's a totally different own pod. I might not like it, so I was like, you know what? I'll just take this.
I carry a go bag with me everywhere I go. It's got all the stuff I need. Keep my vape gear going.
Usually I do, but with me, I don't have saddlebags, so I have just the backpack, and I have drinks and food in it. So
My Google Foo skills are strong, Fiddy. I have to know. Like, my brain will not allow me to not know things.
Adam beat me.
Like, if I see somebody on a TV show and I'm like, why do I know that guy? I will spend a half hour finding out why I know that person. What the fuck were they in? Why do I know them? And it'll be some episode of Growing Pains from 1987 that they were on. And I'm like, oh, yeah.
No,
That's why I know that person.
Jeez.
I revel in my stupidity.
I have to know. My brain just... I get anxiety if I don't know. If I can't find it out.
Oh,
What's
if
the
anyone
Chris?
has noticed, okay, I do have the episodes up to the point where I'm going to take the 2 weeks off to get my firewood done and stuff and go visit her niece and my daughter for her birthday and stuff like that. So
Yep.
I do have the one episode up that has a terrible, gross looking picture on it. It's the retried recipes. Okay,
I like that picture.
so I saw the
Looks like
picture.
somebody
Thought
shit out some
it,
frijoles.
it looked
fritos.
horrible. I laughed at it. She laughed at it. I'm like, I'm not sure I can put that up. She made me put that on there. So if you get grossed out by it, blame the lady.
I thought it was
Because
hilarious.
it is hilarious, but it's also really kind of gross looking. It honestly.
Refried and retried.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Retried recipes. It can be something you've either tried at someone else's or one of your own, or even if you want to still work like with if you're still trying to work on it, you're retrying it with a little bit of an adaptation. There's lots of options there on that one, but I thought that'd be a little fun because there's a couple of them I really liked, and I'm wondering if I'd still like, even from earlier this year, and some from last year too. So I got quite an array of ones I was curious about with that.
Cassie, I think, is pulling a Paul.
Yeah, she's been very silent.
She's sleeping.
Yep. She actually might be. She might actually be sleeping. We didn't get any sleep last night. It's my fault. And the next 2 episodes that are coming up are going to be underused and forgotten flavors. There's been a lot of good ones lately.
Yeah, she's sleeping. No, Tim, quick, grab the black marker and draw pictures on her forehead.
The reason I did 2 episodes is because I can't get through the ones I've even been considering lately in 1 episode, even if I do 2-3 mixes myself, let alone everyone else. And this way here, everybody gets a chance because not everybody can make both shows. So either on the live or in chat, and I'd like to see what people actually have retried and what they think of their recipes. Do they still think they hold up, or they think they need to work on them? And this way here we can pick the ones you really really like, so we get some good ones out there and make sure people know about them. Get some of your favorites.
Just to clarify, I haven't actually been sleeping. My head just hurts, so my eyes are closed because the light is bright.
Light
That-
bright, light
If I was
then-
in the next room, I'd run over with a black marker and draw stuff on your forehead.
Yeah, and then you'd hear him yelling when I punched him in the balls when he tried. So yeah.
And we also have the upcoming Rocky episode, the Let's Go Nuts, inspired by Rocky's famous recipe. So yeah,
Rocky's fucking nutsack.
yeah, Rocky's nutsack. So there you go. You're welcome, Rocky. What is Tuesday? It is going to be underused and forgotten flavors. My thought is a lot of TPA. I need to play with a lot of the TPA if I'm going to do something that I haven't played with. There's a lot of them I really haven't, other than single flavor testing some of them. There's a lot I haven't. And they're kind of, we forget how good some of them are. Some of them surprise me as I go back, and they're coil killers. A lot of them are coil killers in the TPA range, but
I used to love that combo, Fitty.
their flavor is so good. What's Fitty got here? Creamy recipe,
He's
Vienna
making a
cream,
creamy
and
recipe with
creme
Vienna
fraiche.
cream and creme fraiche, which I used to use. I mean, that was like a Wayne trick back in the day. Like when we first started mixing, I used to use that all the time in ice creams, just anything, any cream.
Yep. I remember Fresh bringing that up a few times.
Vienna cream is not a loved flavor.
Turn off the light, Fee says.
I love
we don't
that
mind.
flavor.
But yeah, those are the episodes that are coming up.
Me
And then
too,
the retried
Fitty.
recipes. The last one before I take the 2 weeks off. I got to get the firewood done. I have no choice. It's getting
Oh,
closer to
flavor.
winter.
So, Adam, are you going to fill the gap while he's off?
Yeah, that's also warning you ahead of time in case you guys do want to. And there's one more thing that
Probably.
that Rocky even mentioned. We don't have mixing it up anymore going on Tuesday nights. Probably gonna, when we come back, Tuesday nights will be at 8 p.m. Eastern, an hour earlier. That way, people don't have to stay up quite so late, especially now it's coming wintertime. So
Yeah, that would work good for me.
I would work
Stay-
good for me too, especially with me working again. So it's been a little harder, and I kind of like that time slot, but I didn't ever want to approach on their time slot. But if they can't come back, and he told me he can't come back to that because of his work schedule. So
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. If we can start an hour earlier, it kills me being awake till 11:30 at night when I have to get up at 5 in the morning.
Yep.
And you know, even if the show goes off, like the live stops at 11:30, we're never off until midnight, at least me.
I've gotten a few requests through DMs over the past 6 months about changing time slot forward since mixing it up has been gone. And yeah, so we'll do that. We'll move that forward an hour to help everybody this time schedule when we come back. But yeah, I'm going to take 2 weeks off there at the end of it, but we have a bunch of them. I got them all scheduled ahead because I want to really work on them. I really want to use the underused and forgotten flavors. We don't go through it enough. We might actually do more of these coming up if everybody likes it, because break out those flavors you kind of just haven't used in forever, or forgot about, or never used because you bought them and heard they were great but never bothered using them because something newer and better came along or whatever. And a lot of times new and better is not always new and better.
I probably have 300 flavors I've never used.
I'm in this. I've got more than that. No, I do. I've never used in a mix. So I think that would be a lot of fun. Get you guys to mix some stuff. This way here, your flavors don't sit on your shelf to the point where they're bad and you've never even used it. That's another thing. That really happens.
Dusty, if you are going to try that, please use a drill press. That's all I ask.
Yeah, 'cause if the drill goes off angle, that thing will fly.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be careful.
Or slow speed with a Dremel. That would be good too.
Yep.
But even then, if it locks up on that drill bit, it's just gonna fucking nail your hand.
If you're questioning anything, I'm sure Addy wouldn't mind a DM. It might take him a little bit of time to respond to. It won't take him too long. Message Addy on Facebook or Instagram. Actually, Instagram. I don't know if he does Facebook. Message Addy on Instagram and ask him if you have any questions about drilling out stuff. I know he did drill out the Twisted Message Squared for me and Duchess when I was
And he
visiting.
didn't he drill out the K funds as well?
Yep.
Yes, but he did those one.
Yeah.
He actually drilled out mine while before I got there, but he drilled Duchess's while we were there. So
Nice.
yeah,
Yeah, mine's got pretty big fucking air holes in my cave one that I got from
mine
TV.
does too. I actually love that. Is great. I can't bring myself to take a chance
Plus
on
there's
anything
a-
happening to it.
You know what I have to
Handmade
drill out?
tuning coil in there too.
I have to drill out the blottos. Those things are just way too restricted. Way too restricted.
I've heard that not just from you, Dave. I heard that from quite a few people.
And I've seen a lot of people drill them out. So
Yeah, I never really liked the RDA either. To be honest, it's all right. Also has really shitty O-rings and not like weak O-rings. They're like too strong. It's like fucking impossible to get your top cap off. And then if you want to adjust your airflow on the fly, forget about it. You have to like coat them with a gallon of juice for it to fucking move.
This cap, I could not get it off. Could not get it off. It kept on it just unscrewing. This cap is you got pressed down on it, but literally you press down, it pops off that quick. It's just like a quarter turn. Or
So
less.
here's my
Or even
blotto.
less than a quarter turn. So first time I filled that thing, I was like,
yeah.
that was
Yeah.
weird.
Literally cannot squeeze the top cap onto this.
And then I think it
How hard I try.
Did you try wetting the O-rings? It didn't help.
oh it's
I mean,
brutal.
I have. I even took one off. Look.
Yeah, the tolerance is so tight. It's crazy. Crazy.
I have
And
that
then-
problem on one of my Apocalypse decks.
Airflow
has
cap
problems
has like
that.
no knurling on it whatsoever. It's like the thinnest top cap. So like trying to turn this, fucking impossible.
Blotto was the
Was
first
never a
RTA you
fan.
really liked.
Oh man, I found
There's a
I
cool
have the
skull on it,
mini,
though.
I have the OG, and I have the Max. Now the mini and the OG, fuck, it's ridiculous how tight the airflow is. It's ridiculous for me.
Yeah, I've been
Fiddy,
vaping
Fiddy
for
has a
while.
point. Flavora Cream's hard not to pick up because that works. It may not be the perfect thing for everything, but it works in so many different things, and it's just
yeah,
kind of a go-to.
I think I have a 120 bottle of that. That's excellent flavor.
It is. I actually first started using it
Try
because
that,
of
King
Rocky.
Solomon.
But then you'll have the opposite end of the spectrum. I think it's the Drop 2 or V2 or whatever. With that O-ring that's so weak, you go to pick it up and you're,
Or this. Look at this.
yeah.
You can cock it back and forth. That's how loose that whole cap is on there. It's terrible.
Jeez.
On that hybrid one on the Workman. It's a Workman, and that's the what's the name of that again, hon? The RDA.
What?
Oh, well,
No,
Fiddy,
I
if,
don't
know.
if that's the way you vape, then God bless. But 43 years of smoking, my lungs just don't have the capacity to suck anything up like that.
It's probably the worst top cap.
Starts with an
thing.
R, Tim.
Runic, the Runic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the worst top cap you have. There's no stop on it. It pops back and forth. It's like it's a little sketchy if you put big coils in it, even though you have room for huge coils because it's just a 2-post with 4 holes. But it's sketchy because you could lean that top cap and easily short it out.
That shit is so sketchy. SKETCHY. That shit is so sketchy. SKETCHY.
Cassie, turn off the light. Don't kill
Yeah.
yourself.
Or turn
I'm
it down.
actually going to get out as my head is starting to
Yeah,
kill me.
yeah,
I
don't push
can't.
it. You end up with
No,
a
no.
migraine.
Yeah,
So, good night, guys.
Much love.
that's true, Rocky. I'm trying to remember flavor of milk. Did we test the flavor of milk? I don't think I've single flavor tested. I don't really know.
I've never had Flavora milk. I've also never had FA milk.
I have that.
Only in other people's like recipes. Like Sifu has it in his custard base. So I've probably tried at least 3 or 4 of his that have it in there. So I don't ever taste anything offensive. But the first true milk. I have TFA dairy milk. That's a weird one. Not bad.
I have the
Just weird.
flavor of milk, and I'm trying to think if I've ever used it ever. I don't think I've ever used it.
I just reach for swags if I want actual milk.
FA to me is a little bit more of a cream. A little bit.
Yeah, swags is milky without being like creamy, thick. It's like whole milk to me.
Creams, I mean, there's so many creams we don't typically use because we just grab our go-tos. And there's so many creams that work. That's something if we have an oversaturation of any specific type of flavor, it's creams. And it's so subjective to what you like or just what you typically grab.
Yep. Like anytime I make a caramel cream, I automatically put butterscotch ripple from Flavor West in it. Because it's kind of a caramel and it's kind of a cream already, and it just helps bridge like your caramels and your creams together. You know, it's just like that middle thing that you're like, there's something missing. Like I just always throw that in. I mean, butterscotch ripple, I could probably just vape that by itself, like 10%, no joke. Which I'm sure people used to do.
I can virtually guarantee, unless you're like Mallory and have only like 50 some flavors, 9 chances out of 10 you have creams you don't use.
Well, I have 700 flavors, but I only use like 30 or 40 of them regularly, so it's kind of like being in Mallory's boat.
Yeah.
There's so many caramels too, but the caramels, they are somewhat subjective, but there's also better ones for better situations. So
I also don't think any of them are a complete caramel.
no,
I agree.
I don't.
I was
I
gonna
don't
say that.
think we have one.
None of them. I always mix them up. I always have to layer shit for caramel. Swag's caramel's pretty fucking close though. Not gonna lie.
His raw is,
Yeah, the caramel raw.
Yeah.
Most of his desserts, I prefer in raw, for sure.
and I like the caramel candy a lot too. The one I used tonight, but
Yeah, the TFA.
when you use it at 2% like it normally you use it, and you add another caramel like I did, Meter did, and I love that flavor, but it's got a little of a throat hit after a bit. It gets on your throat.
Yeah, that melty is pretty good, Fitty.
Yeah, I agree, but
Yeah,
big
that's pretty
price
good
tag to
too.
it.
Wonder if medicine flower caramel.
Yeah, it's got a big
I've
price
got
tag.
to
was
try
just
that
in
one.
medicine flower, not
Medicine
mullenberry. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on.
Yeah,
medicine
it's
flower.
got a big price tag, you know. But you don't use much, but it does have a big price tag.
The TPA original caramel is pretty good too. A little bit of a coil killer though.
Tastes like brown sugar to me. I don't really get more. I get more brown sugar than a caramel from that flavor. I don't know why. Because my taste buds are broken, probably.
Well, I mean, caramel and brown sugar are pretty damn close.
Well, look at
Yeah.
Flavora caramel. Yeah. That's brown sugar.
I've never tried that flavor.
It's not a bad brown sugar, but it's definitely more like a syrupy brown sugar, more than caramel.
I find the ultimate brown sugar tastes caramelish to me too.
Any, which part is he trying to say on that one? I'm trying to figure that out. Say that about them. I never understood that. Yeah. I don't know. I get more out of the raw than I did the extreme. Just more like smooth and silky. I prefer it.
There's some of Swag's flavors that I prefer the OG though.
Yep.
Yep.
Apple, for one. I like apple OG. Between 2 and 5%.
I do have
Depending
to.
on what I want.
Me stocking up on some. Wait, what's going on here with the? Yeah, true.
Ow!
They are good, Fitty. The ones I've tried. But there is a price change going on the Ross, and a big price change going on. That's what Swaggy's working on.
Yeah.
So
I would love to try a lot of those medicine flower flavors, but
I think Fitty has a little to do with that too.
it's
So
a
thank you.
commitment financially to try flavors that, for all intents and purposes, I may or may not like.
I have
And
a
I'm
few
sure
of
I'll
them.
like
but-
the rest of them.
Broccoli?
'Cause I've never heard anything really bad about the ones, you know.
Caramel butter is
It's
really
just-
good.
Certain ones from Medicine Flower that have very high reputations behind them, you know, that I would definitely order above the other ones first, you know.
I also like was SSA Milky Caramel Fudge.
Oh yeah.
That's a good flavor too.
Yeah, it actually tastes like all those things.
It does. It has a. You have to want everything that it says, but it works nicely. It's a great flavor if you're doing something chocolatey.
Yeah, put that fucking that TFA fudge brownie that I turned you on to, mix it with that.
I did do that, and it was really good.
Super.
I did
rich.
not know that. That's one of those ones. That's why. That's one of the reasons why the episode came up was that specific flavor, because I thought it can't be that good, and then you talked me into using that TFA, and it's
Yeah,
like
the flavor's
holy
right. It's just a little
crap.
dry. You gotta moisten that flavor up a little bit.
Even if you do moisten it, it does kind of give you a dry sensation if you chain vape it. But
Yeah, it's like
its
like
flavor's so good.
a not fresh brownie
Yeah.
dryness, but the flavor's spot on. That flavor.
Oh yeah,
smells so
I
good,
agree.
too.
Yeah.
It's also motor oil though. That flavoring. It's fucking solid brown. Somebody else makes a fudge brownie too, but I've
Either
never
way,
tried it, though.
Fiddy, I look at those as like
FW.
premium flavors. When your price difference is that much higher, they're like a premium flavor. You have to really want to try them. Depends on your palate, unfortunately, Linda. But I kind of that and like for me, like I said, the raws mostly. So it's like, but the extremes do have a nice syrupiness. I did like in a lot of mixes. So it's like,
For me, that extreme lemonade's the only one I could use without tearing my throat out. I can't say anything bad about that. And the others, I haven't had a problem with. But again, it's subjective, right?
yeah,
And I think that maybe, people were expecting too much.
yeah, that too.
Because let's face it, from the OG to the raw was a home run.
Oh my God,
Right?
100%, hands down.
So I think that people were expecting the same thing to go from raw
Well,
to extreme.
100% hands down, with the exception of a few. Pumpkin got spicier. Didn't really care for that. The blueberry's completely freaking different. Like it's
But
not
see-
even. Yeah.
But the subjective part, for me, I like a spicy pumpkin. You can't
Yes.
make a pumpkin spicy enough for me. You
Yeah.
know?
See, if you like, you like really spicy stuff. Like you like his clove a lot and different things. Whereas if I mix up any of those recipes with any of that spice or clove in it, she couldn't touch it because it would knock her.
Yeah.
And I taste it pretty bad too. I just like the smoothness of his OG pumpkin. There's a few, so it's all subjective. The medicine flowers I've tried, like I said, have been really, really good, so I can't complain about them. No, I don't have the rest of them yet. I do plan on trying to really stock up on some of those before Christmas time. That's one of my Christmas presents to myself. I'm going to try and work on trying to get more of that line so I can actually incorporate it, especially into upcoming episodes of Noted. Because we really don't get those mentioned much at all. So.
One thing about medicine flower, though, like the blueberry, I find very floral. But that could be just me again.
That's the weird thing. One of the ones I did like the extreme better is because it's the opposite of what it's supposed to be, and I like it. The blue raz. I like the fact it's bassier. It got more of a base to it, but less of the floral. It doesn't have that floralness. I don't really love the floralness in it, but that's personal taste. That has nothing to do with the accuracy of the flavor. So, taste is subjective. No answer from him yet.
I forget whose wild blueberry I have that's really good. It might be Hank. Is it Hankson? Someone.
That's true. I mean,
Really good.
I slept on FA premium custard. because mine is actually Creative Labs. I got from Tam, and I didn't actually try it until we did the episode. I noted, and I will say with the single flavor testing, it does open up your mind. And I know Linda can 100% agree. We were just talking about this recently. That it it opens up your mind to that missing note I've been searching for is right there in that flavor. And for me, that was a slept on flavor for a while for me. I had it and I never used it.
For me, floral though is one of those things that it hits me in the face. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be in vape, could be anything. And people at work walking by my office with some tea that's very floral, it's like, oh my God, get away from me. You know, it's weird.
TPA is peppery for many people. Inawera I like, but single flavor testing it, I got this floral, and which was weird because I didn't know it was there when I had mixed with it before. And I still like it, but once I found FA, I hardly use it in Aware much anymore. It's just, I love it. Custard Premium is so good. But I like that butteriness. You have to like a buttery custard, or you're not going to like it. You want to really enhance that buttery custard, throw a little bit of flavor, vanilla pudding in it. That's a good combo with FA custard, premium custard. I get floral from a legendary custard too, more so, Linda. But I get that a little bit in a mix now that I've tasted it. Didn't before. That's the downside to it. Once you taste the flavor, like Adam was saying with that, with the lembas bread, once you taste it, you can't untaste it. It's annoying. I could taste it in like half the rest of the flavora, like bakeries, for a while afterwards. I can kind of be sensitive to them too.
You know what flavor I'm really sensitive to? Yellow cake. If I don't let that thing steep for 2 to 3 weeks, I can't even go near it. As soon as I take the cap off, that's all I smell.
Ah, bummer. A real rose milk? Oh, rose essence or honeysuckle. What about that new the honeyberry, which is honeysuckle berries, or something like that too, or just go floral, straight up floral honeysuckle. Fitty, that does sound good. We've been thinking about that. Maybe French vanilla thick, probably a really good one for a nice thick cream. If you need to back it with something, use the vanilla gelato. Also helps it with thickness.
I like yellow cake, Swaggy, but it's got to sit for 2 weeks. Otherwise, I can't go near it.
Holy cow.
And I actually like Jungle Flavors and Flavor West. Flavor West obviously worse on coils, but I get a little oilier note off the Jungle Flavors. But I like them both, and I like them both together, actually.
Pretty sure that was the first time I peed since I woke up today. I'm not even kidding you.
Oh, how? How's that possible, Adam?
I don't know. And I've drank 3 cups of coffee today, too.
Fitty, if you get that rose milk to work, I want to see the recipe. If I can make
Just
it.
hit me, though. I was sitting here, and I was like, oh, shit.
Not me. I think it's my medication I take for diabetes.
You want to see Liberty, Linda?
7 or 8 hours since I peed last.
Give her extra pets and cuddles for me.
Horses scared the living bejesus out of me.
Horses, when they get sick, it's scary.
So horses are intimidating as fuck, but I love them.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're
I can
super
appreciate their beauty. They scared the crap out of me. Had one try to kill me.
Yeah, that's no good. My experience with like people's horses has always been really good. One of my job sites I used to work at was a farm. Basically, they were filling in land, and the one dude had the caretaker for the animals and shit. They had chickens and turkeys and all kinds of other stuff and goats. But he asked me if I knew how to ride, and I was like, a little bit. And he was like, well, she's really easy riding. And he walked me around with her, and like literally within 20 minutes, I was cruising by myself on her. Like, damn, this horse is like, she just wants to be ridden. Like, she was just like, literally waiting. Like, yes, please. I enjoy taking people around. I was like, wow.
Oh,
sucked leaving that job site, actually.
I love DAP too, Fee. I really do. And you know what?
Oh my God.
We're never going to put enough DAP in your vape flavoring to actually affect you. If you're sensitive, you'll notice it and you won't use it. Oh, God.
And gonna get the popcorn along.
Yeah, because
Because you
there's-
live in a popcorn factory.
because that that 100 parts per million or less, even if you really go in heavy DAP, versus the 7,000 parts per million in a cigarette, or the what was it?
Millions and millions.
Yeah,
And it was 20
It's like what they exposed to was like 300,000 parts per million for decades to get
Exactly. Exactly.
it. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Well, I saw on Facebook the other day some asshole
still bring
posted
that shit
something. Yeah, about this person vaped and look, they're in ICU and blah blah blah. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, really,
and
fuck off.
Not
nine times
a
out of
legit
10,
vape.
Of
they
course, it's all
vaped-
bullshit.
Yeah, the vitamin E acetate shit or fucking whatever that they were using to fill fucking vape
Exactly.
carts with.
Exactly.
Getting lipid pneumonia. Like, yeah, dumbass,
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
vaped a street cart. What did you expect?
You
And the
vaped in
reason-
oil.
Anything in there.
You vaped in oil that doesn't process in your
He's
body.
fucking lucky it didn't have fentanyl in it, you know?
And
fucking
even
idiot.
then, they had to vape a shit ton of it to actually affect
Yeah.
them.
And moreover, these people, they can't say anything. To be fair, they can't say anything because what's going to happen in a state where it's still illegal to vape cannabis?
Yeah.
You're fucked. You got a felony charge. Your insurance won't cover the bill. So now you got like a couple of grand a bill coming towards you because insurance not going to cover anything. So of course they're not going to say, "Oh no, I was vaping nicotine."
Oh, you think those teenagers were going to say that they were vaping THC cards in illegal
Exactly.
states?
Exactly.
Yeah. You never thought to test their blood or
And they don't push it because you know what? They want to use that against vaping because they want vaping gone because it takes too much money away from their fucking revenue.
How
God,
quickly
yeah.
did they come up with Evali? How quickly was that?
Exactly.
And how small a percentage was that epidemic?
60 people in what? A really small geographical area. Okay.
It was a
whole world-
worldwide as an epidemic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you want to know what's fucked up? I live in a major metropolitan city. I have never, pretty much never once seen an underage kid vaping. Never.
Oh no, I have.
I never, ever see it.
But you know what's sad is I see so many teenagers smoking now. Ridiculous.
Yeah, I would see kids smoking cigarettes still, but not vaping. I feel like they're like, that's dumb. that's trendy, whatever, I don't want to. That's what everybody does, but like nobody, they just don't do it. It's fucking weird.
True, they do. They both do.
I'm glad.
Okay,
though.
Rocky's got the Shakira milk. It's the cherry blossom version of almost like a rose milk. Cherry blossom flavor at 3, cream flavor at 1.2, milk flavor at 0.4, and sweetness flavor at 0.6. He didn't even just do that, but he did this. This is also an all flavora mix. So that's keeping the same flavor house, Rocky. That's impressive.
Did he post "Hips Don't Lie" for the song?
I know, right?
'Cause
I know,
that
underage
is no lie.
smoking. Underage smoking. You know how many kids you see smoking cigarettes?
I have a market, a little corner store right next door to me, 50 feet from me. Those motherfuckers will sell anything to anybody. They don't give
Oh
a
my god, not here. Jesus. Yeah, it's tight here. When I was younger, I used to be able to go to the bodega, and there was like a 12-year-old kid behind the counter who barely spoke English. So I'd be like, "Marlboro's, buddy," and he'd be like, "ID," and I'd be like, "Really? You're 12. Give me my fucking cigarettes," And it was that easy for a while.
And when it
But
comes
now
down
it's
to
like tight in Illinois and Indiana.
when it comes down to it, King Solomon, which would you rather
Don't
see the
fuck
kids
around.
with? The one that you know is gonna possibly kill them and someday, or at least make them have health problems, or the one that we up till now has been.
Depends on the kid.
And you know what?
You never like to see it, but I mean, if you're gonna see one of the two,
No, if he's a fucking asshole bully, let him fucking smoke cigarettes. I don't care. Fuck bullies.
And Fee, you want to talk hypocrisy? Oh, we can't have flavors. It's going to attract the kids to vaping. Yeah? Walk in a fucking liquor store and see how many fucking flavors you see. Vodka alone probably got 100 different flavors.
oh
Oh,
god,
now it's seltzer.
That's okay.
And Mountain Dew has
Exactly.
their own
But
fucking
that's
spiked
okay.
thing, and
We-
everybody
we-
has their own
we-
spiked shit.
I don't have any commercial juice, but you can't put the cartoon looking label on the bottle. Yeah.
Absolute vodka has so many flavors itself, just a one line.
Do you know how many alcohols I see with cartoons on them? So, they can all just go fuck themselves. And the government, one day the government's saying that
But
in Canada anyways, one day they were saying, oh, vaping causes this, vaping causes that. They have influencers saying, oh, you're going to get popcorn lung and everything. Then they hit it with an excise tax the very fucking next day. The government website saying, you know what, vaping is the safest way to get off smoking. Yeah, when you're making fucking $100 a fucking bottle, oh, it makes me crazy. Makes me crazy. I'm sorry.
you're right, Fiddy. You're 100% right. Yeah, medicine flower flavors. I mean, I can vape them off the shake, but they do taste best if you let them steep. 100%. And some people can't even vape them off the shake because of the alcohol note. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at that, Stephen Lane. Fuck. You can join the military and be sent overseas. You can join the 17, be sent overseas at 18, get your fucking legs blown off, but you can't go buy a beer. That makes a lot of sense.
It wasn't even that long ago that they used to send cigarettes over as rations. It wasn't that long ago.
I never saw them when I was in the military, so I was in 82 to 85, and we got the MREs, but there were never cigarettes in them.
No, but you had the commissary right there where you got dirt cheap cigarettes.
Yeah, they were like 45 cents a pack.
My family used to, because a lot of them were, on drum and stuff, they would get them at the commissary for the rest of the family. Even the ones that didn't smoke would get it for the rest of the family. Marlboros were like a quarter the cost if you bought them off base?
I don't think they sell them anymore up here. They call it a Canucks. I don't think they sell them anymore. I was at the Canucks at a big base south of Montreal a couple of years ago. I didn't know the cigarettes for sale.
Yeah, this is becoming advocacy, but I mean, honestly, keep an eye out on your local and state governments. Every once in a while, I am guilty of not always checking as often as I should. Give it a check, because sometimes they'll pass these things. Like Maine got nailed; they didn't know it was coming because they don't advertise any of this stuff. When the second to last one they had here, if it wasn't for that one senator reaching out to me, I wouldn't have known about it. Fortunately, the senator during COVID actually let me know that it was happening and offered to get me on the thing. It's like, yes.
Dusty, when in training, I had to go. There's a huge base on the east coast of Canada, so I was there. I was 17 years old in an artillery school, and I could drink on base no problem. I think it's 21 in that province. I couldn't drink off the base. I couldn't legally drink off the base.
So America commissaries still sell cigarettes, but in 2020 they made it to where they could not sell said cigarettes any more than 5% below competitive prices in the area. So you can only go 5% lower than what they were for sale at the gas station, down the block. So they couldn't be super cheap anymore.
Yeah, in the 90s, you didn't have to pay any tax.
25%,
In the 90s, you didn't pay any of the tax. You just paid for the actual product. You didn't pay any tax on commissaries.
Yep.
I'll be honest, when I was in, and that's what you do, too, is it like when you're in basic and stuff, when you're sitting and waiting, or while you're sitting and waiting for a drill to start, what else is there to do? That's part of the problem, too. It's like they almost teach you to use it. It's common. A lot of people go into the military and they don't smoke when they go in, but they usually do by the time they come out. It's common. At least it was everything I've saw when I was in. And when her brother went into the military, same thing. He came out a smoker again. Talked her out of smoking. She quit. He goes into the army, comes out a smoker. Yeah, great.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure our bud RJ was wounded over there in Afghanistan before he was, legally allowed to fucking come into a bar in this country and have a drink. It's like, Jesus, man.
I know, and that doesn't make sense, eh?
Beer, dude.
Doesn't make sense.
Hey, you can get into lots of stuff. You got if you want to go even beyond the vape thing, you go into all right. So for one, the government systems and their educational systems crap. We all know this from the Barry conversations. I had that conversation at work today with my friend's daughter was there, and we had this conversation. How can you trust any system that can't even tell you the basic food groups correctly?
Cookies.
Cookies, yeah. There's a
Candies.
major. That's your major food group.
Now
Well,
I'm Fez from that '70s show. Cookies, cakes, and candies.
Yep. Or we just watched Encino Man, and
I will
Just-
also take pie.
we just watched Encino Man, and when he goes in and goes, "Here's your fruit section," he's talking about the
Now,
candies, and
I say good day.
yeah.
Yeah, right. Meat group. That's when he was wheezing the juice. No, he's in the juice.
No, he's in
You
juice.
guys watched Encino Man?
Yeah, we just watched it the other day.
Blades tonight.
Yep.
I thought that was the coolest fucking place when I was a kid. It's like an ice rink and an arcade.
Yep.
You'd like go and skate up to your fucking girl that you like and be like, "What up, girl?"
Our ice skate rink actually did have an arcade in it, so it was kind of like normal.
You had an ice skating rink local to you?
Well,
Like an
no,
indoor
no,
one?
wait a minute. It wasn't ice skating. It was rollerblading.
It was a roller dome.
Roller
Oh
dome.
yeah, we had one of those. And it
With-
had
with arcade in it.
games. We didn't
They had
per se
a
have
huge
an
arcade, like
but
area.
they had like games all along like the outside like lane of like the actual dome. Like you would go like skate off to the side, and they had like the Simpsons and Street Fighter 2 and fucking then like they had like Donkey Kong Punch Out, Gauntlet, like the old school shit. Spy
we just
Hunter.
watched Pixels again
Bump and
recently
Jump.
too. So
That's probably like one of the first times I ever played arcade games was probably at that roller dome.
We only
There in
have
the bowling alley.
we have,
My dad
only
used to
have
bowl.
one roller dome anywhere near here, but we have each neighborhood has at least one indoor ice hockey rink. At least.
It's so awesome.
yeah, we didn't have
I
it.
get to,
We
like,
didn't do ice hockey
skate
where I grew up.
forever. Yeah, there was none of that here.
Oh, there's one rink 5 minutes.
I would have
west of
played
me.
fucking ice hockey in a second if they had.
There's
team.
another one 5 minutes east of me.
Yeah, because once rollerblades were like invented and like a thing, I immediately fucking jumped on those, and then I was like, wow, this can't be that different from ice skating. It's a little bit different, but once you get one, it's kind of like riding a bike almost like. And I actually was a pretty good fucking ice skater, because it's now a soccer pitch, but for a couple years over here it was an outdoor ice skating rink that I would walk past every day on the way to the tree. But they got rid of it. But it was outdoor, it was really cold, and they also didn't like smooth the ice that much, so it was like kind of shitty all the time.
V,
You
that,
need somebody
no crap.
constantly out there with a Zamboni to keep the fucking ice nice and smooth.
he says Zamboni. All I can picture is like Deadpool.
That's awesome, Fee.
You're gonna die in like 5 minutes. When he's riding the Zamboni, he'll run the guy over.
See, that's cool. Fee played ice hockey.
I was thinking that too. I was like, damn.
I had a giant crush on the girl from the Mighty Ducks when I was like 11, because she was like the one girl on the team who was like, she was a girl and she was like a badass. Connie
Mighty
Moreau,
Du-
played
I
by Marguerite
love-
Moreau.
The Mighty Ducks had me wanting to play ice hockey. I didn't have it available in my area. I
Absolutely.
wanted to. Yeah. That look
Yeah,
made it
because
look
I had
so cool.
rollerblades at that time, and I was like, imagine
Yep.
being on the ice,
Same.
wearing the gear. Yeah, me and my friends took roller hockey serious. Like, we had nets, we all bought gloves and proper pads and shit, and we would play over there. They were tennis courts.
We never had lacrosse either. If you guys have lacrosse where you were?
No, that's fucking Ivy League shit.
Yeah, like a lot of the school systems
thought it
around
was
us
cool.
had.
I always
a
thought
lot
it was
of,
cool.
A lot of places around us had lacrosse, but we didn't have lacrosse.
Yeah, I always thought it looked cool. And then what's his name played it in American Pie.
Yep.
And I was like, why didn't we ever have lacrosse? Basketball was huge in my school. Basketball, football, and then soccer. Like the last 2 years I was in high school, soccer was huge. Because I think because we didn't have a soccer team, I don't think, my first 2 years. And then they realized that there was like a lot of Mexican dudes and a lot of Serbian dudes, and like that's their fucking bread and butter, man. Like,
Dusty,
They killed it.
I lived. My grandmother lived on a pond. I eventually moved in with her, but as teenagers, we used to sweep off the pond if there's snow on it, and we used to try and ice skate. I realized I was never going to be a good ice skater. I could ride rollerblades, but ice skates for some reason were not the same for me. Never good with them.
They're heavier, and then it requires more ankle balance on an ice skate.
Yeah, and I
than it
had
does
weak
rollerblades.
ankles. I used to twist my ankles all the time.
Yeah, well, that makes sense then. Yeah, rollerblades almost self-balance. You need a lot more ankle strength to balance on ice skates, for sure.
I was
Stopping
never
is
good at it.
also fucking awkward as shit.
All I could
on
think
ice
of.
skates.
So when I watched the Mighty Ducks, I was thinking I got to be the guy that slaps the thing in because I can hit good and hard, but I can't do the skating thing. Forget that.
Fulton Reed, dude.
Yep.
You're Fulton.
Now it's just too expensive. If you want to outfit a kid with the new
Jesus.
equipment,
Hockey skates are fucking $300 alone.
they start at 300. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. God forbid your kid's growing fast and goes through 2 sets
Yeah.
a season.
And then the leagues themselves, like my cousin's 2 boys, they play all the way up to I think juniors or something like that. It was over $2,000 a season each,
Jeez.
just for the membership or whatever.
So that's
$50 when I played Little League Baseball.
so that's literally what happened. So ice skating
skates,
wasn't
by the way.
working. Ice skating wasn't working for us, me and my buddy, because my ankles would give out, and he was kind of a klutz. So that's how we wound up doing the polar bear club twice to the ice. Cut the hole in the ice, jumped down in. Stupid. But because we'd already had it brushed off, we cut the hole. So we did that the first time, fine. A couple days later, we did it again because you're not stupid enough to do that. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We did it. Second time, he got sick, and I think he got the flu. We weren't allowed to do it again after that. Just like we weren't allowed to play chicken on bicycles anymore after wrecking about 6 sets of bikes.
Do you remember ghost riding your bike?
Yeah, that's how I got a scar on my back of my head.
No, ghost riding. It's a dumb thing that my friends would do, where we would all line up at the end of like this forest preserve that had like this road that nobody ever drove down. We'd all line up, and you would run to a certain spot with your bike in your hand, and you would let your bike go, and whoever's bike went the farthest won whatever the pot of the day was, or had to buy everybody a Slurpee, or had to buy Wendy's or whatever. But you would just launch your bike, and whoever's bike would keep going the farthest and crash inevitably at the end fucking was the winner.
Oh, no, that's not...
But you were still throwing your bike, like just.
No, what I did
But
is
the point was to try to keep it straight, so it would just keep coasting as long.
riding down, no hands, my eyes closed because I knew the road so well. But it was not a paved road. It was a really nice, smoothly packed road with SurePack. One day I hit a rock. Well, my BMX got totaled, bent the frame. Somehow I managed to make it through, and all. It was on my birthday too, my 11th birthday. So it's like, yeah, it was fun.
I got my first mountain bike when I was like 11, and I just never looked back from mountain
Some
bikes.
some poor guy. I didn't really know the neighbors at the bottom of the hill. Some poor guy comes out. I was, "You okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?" Here I'm 11 years old, and I'm like, "Yeah, where the fuck's my bike?" I'm bleeding, blood all over. When my mother came in to check on me because a birthday party was getting ready, all my family was getting there, and I went and laid down. And when I went to sit up, my pillow was stuck to my head from the blood. It's like, she goes, "What did you do?" I fell. Explains the brain damage, people. See, I explained it.
Until I was like 17. I got my driver's license when I was 17, so. And then I got my driver's license at the exact right time where my parents had a 85 Cavalier wagon that nobody fucking drove. It just sat in the garage. And one day, me and like 4 of my friends came to my house after school, and we all hung out for a minute in my house in the basement, and we were playing guitar and shit. And they were all like, "Well, we got to go catch the bus." And I was like, "Do you really have to catch the bus though?" And they were like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "I have my driver's license. I'm covered on the fucking family insurance. Why don't I just go take the car that nobody drives?" And I drove all my friends home from school responsibly. Came home, told my parents what I did, and they're like, "Yeah?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Okay, well, I guess that's your car now." And that's how I got my first car. It just became my car after that. And then it blew up like a year later. Literally exploded.
Oh,
basically.
So, Fee, Another interesting bicycle story.
Oh, jeez.
So, it was our junior year, and my neighbor and I were literally neck and neck for valedictorian. Still, the junior year, we were going to be we were topping our class. Well, we rode our bicycle. I didn't have my bicycle there at my aunt's house, so I rode his brother's bike because his brother was gone. I rode his brother's bike up to the high school, which is way up on this hill, like going up toward Tug Hill, New York, where the skiing is. Right up there, and we start no problem going up. Coming down, so I'm coming down this really steep hill, the same one that tractor trailers have multiple times, to the point where they put a stop. They eventually put a pullover spot to test their brakes at the top of the hill. Had ran through a house at the bottom of this corner twice. Literally went right through the house. Okay, same spot. I get down there. I have no brakes. I had to use my foot to try and stop it. I wound up slowing it down, tearing the crap out of my sole. My sneakers was just gone, and then I wound up going down. Come to find out, what he forgot to tell me is that's why his brother wasn't home, because his dad was taking him to get new brake pads for the bike.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say he was in the hospital from
No,
falling on his bike.
no, he was
That would've been better.
literally took the brake pads with him so they could get the right ones.
Oh my god, what a dick!
And he goes,
Take-
Dad, he went to he knew this too, and he forgot when he's like, yeah, just take my brother's bike. It's like, well, he didn't know he took the brake pads with him. He thought there were at least some brakes on the bike. No, the brake pads were gone. So that was another really bad situation. And then the day I peeled the skin off the back of my leg heading down from my girlfriend's house at night, just before I got my license. And you know how trees can kind of cover a night sky? You got a nice clear night sky, but you get a little bit of semi-dark night, and the trees will like all of a sudden just black it out. I blacked out,
Yes.
hit the dirt in the side of the road. It's called Cox's Sandhill. It's an incline like this. It hit the dirt. And it took the skin off the back of my leg. I had to work in a sawmill the next day stacking lumber while my leg kept sticking with my bandages to my pant leg. Yeah. Just bicycles, be careful. And that's not even including all the times with the BMX tourneys and stuff. Yeah, it's dangerous. Be careful on a bicycle. I wonder why my body hurts so much today. Stupid shit like that. So... But yeah, we'll start calling this. But yeah, thank you guys. And yeah, Rocky, that if I don't know if he's still here, but Fiddy, if you do wind up making that a better rose milk, a true rose milk, because I would like to actually try that. I've actually been thinking about that ever since rose milk keeps coming up because of Wayne's recipe, and I keep thinking rose milk and instead of strawberry milk, and I'd really like a real like floral milk. I think it'd work. I mean, Rocky Shakira milk sounds pretty cool.
My hips don't lie.
So we are going to see some big changes on VSO site coming up this next week on Monday. 30 ml bottles is going to be nice because those 15s he's had a nightmare of a time with for a while, especially long distance shipping like to Canada. You guys, I think you had the worst round of it, didn't you, Dave? I think it was you. Actually, I hit the hardest with it.
And Paul too.
And yeah, he's been putting a lot of time into it. I know he has. So, yeah. Yeah, let me know, Fiddy, because I definitely would. If I can mix it, I'll give it a try. If not, I'll get the ingredients to try it. It's definitely something I've been thinking about for a long time, but I don't even know where to go. I don't know florals well enough. I mean, I know I get floral really easy, but that makes it hard for me to kind of balance something like that because I do taste florals I'm sensitive to them. I don't mind them.
You're a sensitive flower boy.
But I can taste them and things. If there's a little touch of floral in there or something, I know it's there.
Love flowers and vapes.
I don't love them as much as Adam, but I do actually like them.
Oh yeah, I'm a flower fan. Flower fam, y'all. Good.
Adam, you got some stuff coming up with Eddie and the Arsons.
Yes. Shows.
Shows, and don't you have the podcast too?
Podcast.
I thought or what is it? Is it no, it's a YouTube thing, or what is it that you're doing with like you did with Eddie when you did the acoustic?
I'm not doing anything like that. I think you've been hitting the wacky tobacco, brother.
Oh, I thought that's what you were doing with the other bands. Was it with that group?
No, it's a full show, or it's like a full
Oh, an actual
show.
full show. Oh crap!
with like it starts. The first band goes on at 3. We play at 4, and then they don't end until 9 o'clock. Basically, that's the 23rd of September. But I mean, that's here, so nobody out there is coming to that show. Show after that is the 21st of October, and that's my band and Clown Puncher's band, and then Alex's band as well. So there's hotels all over that area. So if you want to come out, come out.
Yeah, I
Heroes.
wish it was a hop, skip, and a jump to Chicago. I'd definitely make a couple shows. One day I'll get out that way. It is quite a commitment for me from here.
You just gotta stay a night.
Yep, exactly. I'd have to stay a night or two.
Take a flight, stay a night, go back.
But yeah, Fitty. If you once you get that done, yeah, definitely keep working on those too. I mean, what am I missing for Rockies?
Adam, can you post a link to your?
I'm already on it, dude.
Okay. Okay.
I'm missing
Internet
Cherry
ninja.
Blossom. I'm missing Cherry Blossom. I do have milk from Flavor now, but I haven't put it in the ELR yet. But I don't have the Cherry Blossom.
Ching.
There you go, Steven. There's a link.
Give them a listen.
I'm gonna get kicked out of my game in about 3 seconds if I don't fucking copy and paste this real quick. And then here's a link to our music video. It's a couple years old now, but it's still a fucking banger.
Thanks for inquiring, Steven. Appreciate it. We're not too bad. Everyone who listens to
Not
it
too
says it reminds them of high school. And I appreciate that. That was Friction. He was the first person who said that to me, and I was like, oh, thanks, man.
I could get
This
that.
reminds me of like hanging out at the mall in high school, dude. I was like, yes, you get us, brother.
And yeah, take advantage of the Bull City sale this weekend. 15% off. I know it's not what we got last year, but it's still a decent sale, better than a 6% you can get even with AFL right now. It's so use the code. I think it's right on the site anyway. But what is it called? Labor's Day or something like that.
Labor Days.
Labor Days. That's what it is. Yeah.
Like I'm in a daze.
Yeah.
All
And
these
yeah, the next
flavors.
couple episodes are mixing with older or unused flavors. Let's break out some of those flavors that you just are letting sit on your shelf and collect dust. Have a little fun. Oh, that's true, Rocky. You don't really care for florals, so you saying that does mean something. All right. Swaggy does have some good florals, by the way. If you guys are looking for floral vapes that you don't mind turning up and doesn't go weird, like you don't get soap out of
you,
the
pal.
lavender. You don't get the like you do with some of the others. Yeah, they actually work really well. I actually like pine.
Fuck you. Not you, Tim.
I know. All
These
right.
guys trying to move into my space.
And yeah, Fee, I know florals down there. Like, I'm sorry, the one floral I cannot do is that musk. That's just too much for me. Dave and I can't do that. It's just too much. So that's where my limit ends on florals for sure. I just can't do that flavor. Have a
I
great night,
literally-
everybody. Oh, go ahead, Dave.
No, I was just gonna say that musk literally makes me want to throw up.
Yeah, it's a bit much. Do you have musk? Adam?
No.
GTA
I
musk?
don't have a musk anything. Nope.
I might have to send that to you. I think you might like that flavor.
I think I threw it away. It was so bad, and I've never thrown away a commercial juice.
Tank.
I usually give it away to someone, but that was just fucking vile. And everyone was raving about it in Australia because they like that. It's a candy over there, you know.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yeah, but UK has floral candies too, but they're in my realm of I'm okay with it. Like you got your Parma violets and stuff. I'm okay with that. When you go musk, that's a little too far for me. That's all. It's just we didn't grow up having
Can I
floral
not?
candies, so
Fucking get these guys.
cultural thing, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah, have a great night, everybody. Enjoy yourselves. Have a great weekend. Stay safe out there. I think Fresh is going live tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Plan.
Yeah.
Fresh is going to go live tomorrow as usual time. He usually is on Saturdays. So go hang out over there. And yeah,
I should be there.
Monday night is citrus sodas, I believe we're doing. I know that's what we're doing. Citrus sodas on Monday night on Noted. And then on Tuesday night, Tuesday and Saturday will both be. So if you can't make one, make the other. Make some recipes with flavors you just haven't used or don't, or you think are underused. It could be a flavor you use all the time, but it's underused in the community. You know, that's another way to look at it too. Like Adam did with the fudge, the brownie. Yeah. Good night, everybody. Enjoy. Listen to a little bit of Eddie and the Arsons on the way out. I still got to get some more of these up, but man, I can't say I don't love this song because I do. All right, good night. VSO will be back up on Monday, hopefully. Everything goes well. Have a great night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Love you guys. Bye. Hasta the night, whatever thing that
Sayonara,
Bob says.
cha-cha-cha.
Yeah,
Much
there we go.
love.
Yeah, much love. Good night, everybody. Bye.
We are the ones who don't know what we're fighting for. Give us a gun and send us all off to war. We are the ones who grow up in violent homes. We are the ones who don't know what's right or wrong. I know. We are the ones who are born into war. We are the ones who just don't give a fuck no more. No more. We are the ones who don't know why we're losing score. Give them a badge so they can send us to the moon.